Hello? Hello, YouTube. How are you guys doing? And welcome back to the live stream. Guys, what's going on here? Seems like the devs forgot to clean up their party, because the event is over, but the decorations are still here, which is kind of awkward. I've heard from people in chat that there is no more multiplier, no more drops, yet I guess they were so hungover, they had one too many beers, that they have yet to clean up the party supplies, which, very relatable, but come on, devs. This is unacceptable. What are you doing here? Anywho, we're doing the weekly first today, and then secondly, as you can see in the title, we're doing a new challenge. Even after over 1,000 videos, we're gonna be doing a new challenge that I think is actually gonna be really damn cool. So I explained it to you to Twitch already, but I'll explain it here again. And of course, we're gonna explain it again when we do the intro. But anyway, I'll give you the short rundown. One of the things I really like in this game is I used to do it all the time, of course, because professional was the only real difficulty in the game, is using the evidence items to rule out an evidence. Now, when you play on nightmare mode or higher, you can't do that because a ghost could be hiding an evidence. But this is actually extremely important, especially if you're just getting into the game and you're playing on like the lower difficulties where you have all the evidence. It's really important to know when you use the evidence items enough to like, okay, it's not going to be spirit box. Okay, it's not going to be freezing, stuff like that. So what I thought, in order to make us have to do that in an interesting way, we're going to have a wheel. This is going to be the wheel here. We have a wheel that has all the evidence items on it, and at the start of a game, we will spin 2 random evidence items that we are allowed to use as much as we want, but only those 2 evidence items. As soon as we think we've used an item enough to know for sure it's not going to be that evidence, we can ditch it and get another one, but we can never use that item again during that game. So if we decide, okay, we're not going to be using EMF anymore, no more picking up the EMF. Oh, it just touched the door. Let's check for EMF 5. No. It's not allowed. We need to use them until we're guaranteed sure that it's not going to be that evidence, and then ditch it. Which we could decide to ditch them early, which could be risky, but we can get a new evidence item. And of course, if we fuck it up so hard that we have to reuse an evidence item, we're not going to do that. We're just going to figure it out based on the behavior then. So yeah, I think this will be interesting. Because if it's just going to be professional, it's going to be very easy for me, which wouldn't be that big of a problem. I just thought this would be kind of a spicy way to do it. Now, first of all, of course, we're going to be doing the weekly here, which is actually a really fun weekly because it is no sanity, no evidence, and what did I say? No pills, no sanity, no evidence. Yeah, it's a fun one. And it's on Edgefield, which is amazing. So I think we're just gonna go say hi, YouTube. Let me quickly check that we're all good to go, that I have enough, because I was doing some stuff with files. Yes, I do have enough space on my drive for a recording today. That's what I wanted to know. All right, we're all good then. Let's go say hi, YouTube. Activity chart is, of course, allowed. I mean, that's just gonna be... That's for EMF is kind of a bit of a cheese, I guess, but not much you can do about that. Anyway, let's go say hi, YouTube. It's gonna be weird that the... Let me shove the balloons out of the way. Let me clean up for the devs. Here we go. Clean up these freaking balloons out of my face. I guess I can't really get rid of these, but all right, whatever. Here we go. Hi, YouTube time. Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. There's a little problem here. The decorations are still here, but the event is over. But anyway, we are doing the weekly challenge today, which is actually a really fun weekly challenge. It is called Survival of the Fittest. You've got no pills, no sanity, and no evidence to work with. It's gonna be a tough one. We're gonna be doing this on Edgefield. So yeah, if you have never done a no evidence challenge, get ready, because this is the perfect time to try it. And I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this over on YouTube, if you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go. Alrighty, Edgefield. So there's also no more multiplier, by the way, so get ready to get screwed. Just decorations for no reason. All right, let me quickly, we're still gonna spin. Alrighty, what will we get here? Let's see the ghost. It will be a demon, of course. Absolutely, guaranteed. Let's do it. I need to get, yeah, no more 2 times reward. It's kind of rude, but it is what it is. Let me see. Let me click on the music. I missed it. Feels like a long time ago that we had some music for the Phasmo, but it's only been a week. It's a long week. Oh yeah. What does the spin do? I don't get it. It's so, if you're completely new to the concept, what the fuck? Why is my crucifix so fucking tiny? Excuse me. Anyway, if you're new to the concept, we're basically spinning for a random ghost that chat will bet on whether or not it will be that ghost. If it's not going to be that ghost, the answer is going to be no. If it is, it's yes. So people can put channel points on yes or no, and then get paid based on the outcome. It's just a little silly thing. That's it. Bah, boo, bah. Anyway. I don't know what's going on with this here. My crucifix is very small. It's somehow angled into the wall, but it makes it look tiny. I've never seen that before. I think that's a new bug somehow. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe it's unique to this very game here only. We got Kevin White. Alrighty. So, no evidence with literally no evidence. For some reason, the spirit box, really confused as to why, because there is absolutely nothing you can do with the spirit box. You can obviously do something with the thermo, or with the EMF, and you could do something with the thermo and the video cam, but I guess both of those are not allowed. That's fine. We also have no sanity. Luckily, we have these screens. I appreciate that. So what we're gonna do is set up for an immediate hunt, because we know that's going to happen. So we're going to grab some stuff that we can use to rule out during the hunt. Yeah, this will be a tough challenge if you're not used to doing these type of challenges. If you've just started playing, this is going to be one of those, let me check out the weekly. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to do any of that. That seems very hard. But if you know how to do it, it's not going to be that hard. Let's see if we can do it. We're going to grab all that stuff. Yeah, it sucks that we can't use the video cam to like test for mimic orbs that will still show up. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the lights. The lights are not... Okay, well, we're gonna have to do that later then. I'm just gonna place the salt like that. I'm gonna place the crucifix. And then, hopefully, find the breaker. Well, fine. I was gonna say, hopefully find the breaker before the ghost starts hunting, but that did not happen. Okay, sounds not fast, at least. So this is like the go-to looping spot on Edgefield. It's stomping. Is it gonna come down the stairs? It's upstairs, I think. Oh shit! Hello, buddy. That looks like heavy. Oh shit! You stopped right there. That looks like Oni. But I smudged right at the end. I forgot that the hunts were going to be really short. If that was going to be a longer hunt, then I would have had to smudge right there. But because the hunts immediately end, that's actually kind of bad for testing for certain ghosts. Yeah, I think that's just an Oni. But we're going to do one more hunt. Because if I just do that, no one's... Like, the people that already know, they will know, but the people that don't know yet will not learn from this because that was way too short. So basically the rule with Oni is that they will blink really fast during the hunt. So they'll be visible almost all the time. They'll just be... It's one of the easiest ghosts to take a ghost photo. It can be kind of tricky because sometimes it blinks a little long, but you just get these like really boom, really short, like snappy blinks. That really give it away that it's an Oni. Also, it's stepped in the salt, so no Wraith. Clearly not a Phantom if we're thinking it's an Oni, because Phantom is the complete opposite. It will be blinking much less than the Oni, or than any other regular ghost. Now, it also wasn't fast, so you can rule out all of the fast ghosts. Those are these guys. We're going to be talking more about that, because I'm assuming we're also going to probably get a fast ghost during one of these games, because we have to do 3 games, of course. It's not just one game that's immediately done. Or it could be a mimic. Now, we can't really do anything about that outside of just getting another hunt. Usually, you would go find the ghost room with the thermo. This is kind of harder than, like, a regular no evidence challenge is supposed to be, because they did not give us Because some of the evidence items are actually really important to use during a no evidence run, which is kind of ironic. The thermo to confirm the ghost room, and the video cam to confirm that you're not dealing with a mimic by looking in the ghost room for ghost orbs. All right, it's already hunting again. Here we go. Can it come down this time? It should come down. There it is. All right, let's see if we get some really quick blinking. So you see, those are the real example. You see how it blinks out and then immediately it's back? It's going away, it's back, it's like a damn speed run blinking. Like, that's really the giveaway. It depends on what works best for you. For me, the best way to know that it's an Oni or not is to just look at the really, really quick blinks. So it's kind of confusing, because you would think it blinks, because I think in the book it says the opposite, doesn't it? Let me see. Yeah, so this is actually they fell into the trap here. So the devs write in the book, weakness only disappears less often while hunting their prey. This is actually the complete opposite, because they disappear much more often during the hunt. However, they'll be back instantly. So they'll blink out and in. They'll blink out and in. Like they'll blink really quickly. And Phantom is the complete opposite. Looking at, wait, I guess it doesn't even say it. It's funny that the Phantom doesn't even show here that it has that ability, where it'll do these really long, slow blinks. Like, it doesn't necessarily stay visible for long, but it stays invisible for a while, and then it comes back. So with Oni, it stays invisible for a really short time, and then it immediately blinks back in and out, in and out, in and out. So you just get these like boom, 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 boom blinkies. Which is the real giveaway. Now, it's one of those ghosts where oftentimes, like, chat will be the one who notices instead of me, because if you're not, like, actively thinking about, oh, I need to check for Oni, it could just look like any other ghost. It doesn't stand out as much as a Phantom, because a Phantom, like, you immediately notice, oh, fuck, I can't see this damn ghost. This is extremely annoying. Whereas with Oni, it's like, oh, this is really nice. I can see the ghost just fine. I'm looping it. I'm not going to get, like, sneakily killed when I'm looping. It's just really nice. So, yeah, there you go. That was the first... That was, like, a little bit of a lesson on how to look at the ghost while it is hunting. Now, hopefully, I would love to get some speedy or slow ghosts as well. Maybe another behavior. Let's spin again. We get a Wraith here. Alrighty. Do we stack ghosts? Yeah, we can stack ghosts. That's totally fine. Let's just stack the whole time. I don't think there's ever going to be a moment where, like, YouTube during the next video is going to be like, wait a minute. This is unacceptable. If we get a believer win that they didn't see the spin for. I don't think that matters. Stack it like a Jenga tower. Exactly. Cursed Crucifix again. What have they done? Definitely silly. Silly mistake. Let me see if they say anything about it. No one is saying anything about it? Devs, I know you drank one too many beers and really just want to sleep in, but it's time to clean up the decorations. The event is over. Thank you. There you go. The party is over, guys. Party pooper? No, the party is over. There's no more party. Alrighty, what do we got? We got Jennifer Martin here. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, if you're watching this in the future, I don't know why the decorations are still here, because the event is very much over. It seems like the devs are a little hungover and they're just sleeping still. But they'll get to cleaning it soon enough. Oh! Oh! Wait. The breaker was supposed to be on by default? Or did I mess something up? I guess it turned it off instantly last time? That's interesting. Oh, because as soon as I turned on the lights, it was already off. So I didn't even get to see that. All right, that's good to know. That's very good to know, because that means that if you turn on the lights and they don't turn on, then you know you're dealing with... Ah! Why am I screaming? Anyone seeing what's wrong with this picture? You see that fucking painting right there is on the floor. It's not supposed to be on the floor, which means the ghost is in that area, which means if I stay there, I'm gonna get killed. So I'm gonna grab another crucifix. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna grab another one of these and this. Just a painting on the ground. No, 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 no. Can't fool me. Can't fool me. We're gonna place this for Onryo test. Gonna grab all of these guys. Could also be teleporty ghosts, of course. I'm gonna place boom, boom, and then I would really like to also set up for a poltergeist if you're gonna let me do all this, but I don't know if it's gonna let me. I'll throw that. Shiver me timbers. Okay, maybe it could be in the, just in the kitchen, because I don't really see anything here right now. Just giving me quite a lot of time to do all this. Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay. Heavy Wraith Banshee behavior. Oh, never mind. Right, you? As soon as I turned on my flashlight, it was like... Nah, it's a djinn, actually. It's a djinn. Because it just, so, okay. Let me go through what just happened. So first of all, it was faster than usual, right? There was something that happened when, I turned on my flashlight right here, where it went really fast. Now, there were two situations I was considering. One of them was it because I turned on my flashlight, which would indicate that it's a Raichu, which is gonna be faster when there's electronic equipment nearby. The other one would be if it is a djinn, when it sees you from a little far away, like this, for example, it will be really fast until it gets closer to you, at which point it will still be speeding up during the hunt, of course, so that's why it's sometimes hard to notice the slowdown, because it'll just like naturally speed up over time. So those ghosts kind of feel the same sometimes. But there, why did I then confirm that it was a djinn? Because when I was up here and I was around the corner, the Raichu works without line of sight. The djinn only works with line of sight. So when I was standing over there and I had my flashlight turned on, it was close enough where a Raichu would have gone super fast around this corner trying to get me, but because it is a djinn, it didn't do that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a test where we're not gonna use the... Oh, well, I guess it's hunting already. We're not gonna use any electronics. We have it all turned off, and we're gonna stand here to let you hear that it's gonna get really fast. Actually, never mind. Actually, never mind. Actually, never mind. Turns out I've been lied to! Wait, Mimic? Wait, actually Mimic, because that is a fucking poltergeist. Wait, what the hell? Yo, hello! Dude, wait a minute! Oh, shit! Dude, that's fucking sick, man. What the hell? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We gotta go again. One more hunt here. Let's see what we can get. Dude, wait. Mimic on the second run? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? God damn, dude. Wait. So we have to confirm it. Clearly it was faster during the first hunt, and it wasn't doing that during the second hunt, so there seems to be something very wrong, but I think that was even a poltergeist, because you could hear so many damn throws. Do we have a cursed possession for this? Probably not, but it would be nice to have something like the board, maybe? Nope. Paw? Monkey paw? That's not the best for this, actually. I mean, if I just want to do another hunt, I don't want to be blind. So I'm not gonna be saying I wish to see the ghost. Hey, excuse me. That would be no Oni right there, by the way. Oni cannot do airball. Hello, buddy. Can you show me a revenant? I will be very exciting if you show me a revenant, if that's what you are. So this is where it's a real shame we don't have the video cam, because that would be the main way to confirm it. It's gonna be airball. Airball. Coming on in. When the light randomly turns off, it could be because the ghost turns it off. Hantu. Extremely slow. Extremely long grace period. Buddy! What? Is it a phantom now? Yo, dude! Now it's a phantom! That is so fucking sick, man! Dude, I love that. That is so nice that we got to see a few different behaviors to show you, since we're obviously not going to get every possible ghost type. I got to show you some different ghosts that you can test for. And this is also a good showcase of how you test for Mimic if you don't have the video cam for some reason. Just get multiple hunts and pay attention to the different behaviors. So first hunt, we had probably Raichu. Second hunt, we had probably Poltergeist because it was throwing a lot. Third hunt, clearly we had a Phantom, which is a good showcase of why the Phantom is so immediately obvious, because you just couldn't see it. Like, almost ever, that entire hunt. Wow, dude. Nice. And that was the second spin. So, believers are about to make absolute bank here, because that's going to be a big damn payout. Show me the money. It's loading. It's loading up a big win. There you go, the Mimic. Yes, indeed. Wait a minute. I have to see this. Let me... Prediction. Summary. Oh shit! We have one all-in, 2.7 million, 9% believer, 17 million payout to them, 2.2 million, 1 million, 1 million. Holy heck, good job, guys. Congrats on the lucky win so early. So yeah, good showcase. That was really fun. You can also see here, by the way, how many times it changed. Oh, so it changed 4 times. So we actually got to see almost every single ghost it was, except the first one, I guess. That was a really good Mimic, because there's so many ghosts that are kind of boring. So sometimes the Mimic will just be like a Urei, Goryo, and then you'll never get to see anything for a while. But sometimes it'll do ghost after ghost that you can figure out during a hunt. All right, well, last game, here we go. We're gonna hop in, and we're gonna spin a brand new spin for the believers right here. No mare on the wheel? You don't have mare on the wheel? How did that happen? What the fuck? Let me fix that for you. Dude, what if it's a mare now? They're gonna kill me? Should we spin again? I'll spin again. No. I can't spin again. Because if we now... I'm in a bad situation here. Because if I spin again and it's gonna be a Urei, you're gonna kill me. But if I don't spin again and it's gonna be a mare, you're gonna kill me. Either way, you're gonna kill me. So we're just gonna roll with it, what it is right now, and we'll just see what happens. If it's gonna be a mare, fucking shoot me, I guess. Anyway. We're not gonna get both. No. This is not the rule. We'll just make it. This will be extra spicy. It's a Urei. Yeah. I've added it though. I've added it here. So next time we will not have that issue. Dude, that would be amazing. Imagine the riot. Stop. Please. The wheel is being annoying. It's gonna be legendary. My precious points. Stop with the ad holes, please. There we go. All right. Boop, beep, boop. I'm gonna quickly BRB 1 second. Fill my water. Alright. Support lift. Thank you for the 6. Wait, now it's fixed, the crucifix. Is it a random... What the hell happened? My crucifix got long again. Alright, well, anyway. We got Nancy here, the OG Lisa right there. That's what the crazy ghost was before Lisa came around. We're gonna grab that. We will do, I think, just salt. With this long of a grace period, we don't need to, like, prep a bunch of crucifixes every time. Usually I do that because if the ghost is here and I'm doing, like, a 1-second grace period challenge, it gets real scary. But in this one, I think the grace period is, like, 5-second long. It's crucifixed, guys. Exactly. Good one, good one. Ashley, thank you for the 2 months, by the way. Miss Sama, thank you for the 15. Alright. Sounds like normal speed. Are we actually gonna have one of the hard ghosts now? Or is it gonna be easy once again? Excuse. Okay, it is normal blinking. I'm gonna smudge here. It's probably gonna... Yeah, this is not Oni. Not Phantom. The hunts are not that short, actually. I'm gonna have to smudge again. Oh, well, there you go. That's just totally normal right there. The double smudge right at the end. I'm not used to this hunt length, man. They are long, but, like, I think they're, like, 5 to 10 seconds shorter than usual. Although usually it's because I use the Cursed Possession. Alright, anyway, we can learn a lot from that right there. So it's not a Phantom because it was blinking just normal speed. It was not an Oni because it was blinking not too fast. And then all of the fast ghosts are kind of just out of there because it was speeding up like usual. Didn't really sound special. Twins is one of those like really specific edge cases that sometimes you can miss on your first hunt. So I let that open for just a second. We looped it for so long, it's not going to be an Obake who would be shape-shifting into different ghost models. Myling you'd have to test, specifically on Edgefield. It's actually really tricky to test for myling because you have to check for you have to check in specific areas where you are far enough away. Now it stepped in the salt, so it's not going to be a Wraith. It saw me. Oh, it turned off the breaker. It's not going to be a Jinn. There you go. We did not really properly test for poltergeist because we did not have any items on the couch right there, so we have to do that again. And you don't have to loop it the whole hunt, obviously. You could just smudge it and then immediately run away, which would be more advised. Let me quickly grab a bunch of this stuff. I usually grab these shoes here and just throw them on the couch here. And then during a hunt, if they all go flying immediately, you know, boom, you have a poltergeist right there. Very convenient they put that all there. Boop, boop, boop. If it is a mare, you'd imagine. I mean, the thing that you have to consider, if I would have spun another time, it would have only been a mare 1 out of every 24 times that we spun the wheel. You know? Let me show you. Let me show you. It's never going to be a mare. Here, I spin the wheel randomly. There's no way it's going to be a mare. Watch this. See? Even though it's on there. Easy peasy. Now, it better not be an Onryo. This one does not count. Just to show you. Just putting it on the wheel doesn't mean it's guaranteed gonna spin that ghost. I think... Oh, shit! What the fuck? Wait. I swear I just heard it be really fast downstairs. That was weird. That was strange behavior. No, it was downstairs, but it's not a Hantu because it was getting faster before. I was like, could it just be a Mimikin anyway, but I don't think there's any ghost that would have done that behavior, so I must have just heard it wrong. Okay, I did not properly test for anything because I got so brain stunned that I didn't even do anything. I just ran away from the ghost without using my smudge stick at least, which is good. All right. Okay, this could be a tough one. We smudged it and it hunted way earlier than 3 minutes, so it's definitely not going to be a spirit, that's for sure. Now it could even be a demon because that was pretty damn early. Yokai. Yokai is hard to test because apparently it can see you through this now. I thought originally it couldn't see you. Like it would go... Oh, it's hunting again. Sounds like it could be a potential myling, yeah. Okay, well, it's definitely not... Hey, buddy. I'm gonna smudge you there. Oh, shit. It's definitely not a poltergeist, that's for sure. No poltergeist. Ure is the spin, right? I mean, we're getting closer to Ure here, potentially. Okay, so it's coming from the basement every time. So let's go set up in the basement now, because we only have one more smudge, so we gotta actually be a little careful here. We don't have pills, so testing for mare specifically is actually gonna be kind of a huge pain in the butt. Yeah, no polter. Did I not roll that? I did. Goryo is a possibility too. Alright, we're gonna put the tier 1 crucifixes here, because of course they're tier 1. Myling, yeah. So Myling is just such a shitty ghost. You kind of need to be like upstairs, all the way in the corner, and then hear what the ghost sounds like when it's coming up the stairs. Because every other situation, you're pretty much like too close to the ghost, which is kind of annoying. Because this map is all like, it's a very different map from most other small maps. Well, maybe not very different, but this one specifically, everything is like centered around the spiral staircase kind of in the middle. Like, I know it's not really a spiral, but everything is surrounding the 2 staircases. This one going down, this one going up. So everything is kind of close together, which means that you're never gonna really be at a long enough distance to test for the myling properly. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's see now. It's not hunting still, which is kind of good. Oh, it blew out the candle. Hey, buddy. Alright. Spooky ass ghost. Let's see. You gonna blow out the candles now? I'm trying to get maybe a Banshee scream here. Although I think the Banshee would have already kind of roamed out of the basement here. Throwing stuff while we're in the area. It's kind of giving non-shade vibes then. It's pretty cold here, but doesn't mean it's gonna be... What? Dude, did you see that? It levitated this thing through this. Holy shit, what a magic trick. What? Holy shit. Oh, it blew out the candle. Okay, we gotta be real. I'm gonna just hold up the lighter now, because we need to make sure to... Okay, it's Onryo. Alright, Onryo is actually kind of easy to test, because when you're low sanity, it really wants to hunt. When you have candles in the room, the candles work like crucifixes against an Onryo, so when it's trying to hunt really aggressively, it's gonna constantly blow out the candle. Every other ghost cannot blow out the same candle twice within the span of 20 seconds. So for example there, this candle went out, this candle went out, that doesn't have to mean it's an Onryo. But then, that candle went out again within 20 seconds, which was the tell for Onryo. So if it just only did boom boom, that wouldn't have been anything. But yeah, the double blowout of one candle within a really short time means instant Onryo. Which, is that not the spin I just randomly did to showcase that it wasn't gonna be mare? That's fucking hilarious. Well, actually rigged. There's nothing I could have done. Because if this was gonna be a mare, and I wouldn't have shown you that it wasn't gonna be a mare on the spin, you would have been like, oh, so fucking rigged. It's a fucking mare. He should have just spun again. So instead, so I decided to spin again to show you that it was gonna be a mare. But then I spin an Onryo, which is then gonna be the ghost, so that there's no winning. There's no winning. I lose every time. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now. So that's a slightly harder ghost. It's still not the hardest. If you really are doing this, if you're doing this challenge and you get some really unlucky ghosts, those would be like Banshee, Yurei, or Goryo. Those are, or Mare also, because you don't have sanity pills at all. So Mare is actually really tricky too. Demon with only tier 1 is also kind of annoying. There's quite a few ghosts here that would be annoying. Onryo is one of the lesser ones. Shade is one of the lesser ones, because if you just get a hunt in the same room, boom, you know it's not a shade. Or if it blows out a candle. Any of the, like, yokai. Yokai is a little tricky on Edgefield, because you need to go, like, up there and see if it immediately, like, when it goes up the stairs, and it immediately detects your equipment in this room, and it goes right there immediately, you know, oh shit, this is gonna be it's gonna be a yokai. So yeah, I got semi-lucky here, but I still got to explain quite a bit, and I hope you learned something of that. If you're doing this challenge for yourself, let me know how it went for you. It wasn't Onryo. There you go, we get 5,000, no double. Oh, I'm level 100. I leveled up so many times with the anniversary event. No anniversary bonus, yet the fucking decorations are still here. Make it make sense, devs. Gotta clean up your damn party. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it went for you. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join, I love the game share and chat. You can join us over at twitch.tv/Inzibro. Get the link in the description down below. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's a CJ situation right there. What are you doing, man? All right, let's see. The yeah, the decorations, man. Okay, I'm getting keck W's. I'm getting keck W's in the partner chat. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Getting some keck W's at your joke. Anyway, we're gonna do the new challenge now. If you were looking at the title and you were like, that was not a new challenge. That's just no evidence, no sanity. What the fuck is he talking about? That wasn't what I was talking about. We were gonna do a new challenge. Which, do we just do, what is regular, professional? Give me a second. Professional. Activity level is low on that. It's just so much more fun to do high on both of those. I don't mind doing favorite room changing high to offset the difficulty a little bit. The main oh, and this can go down, of course, and then we're back at 3. There you go. The main thing I want is all 3 evidence, because that's kind of the cornerstone of this. So let's go set up the equipment. We'll do, I think, level 3 incense kind of sick, to be honest. And then UV light, I will do tier 2. Headgear, I will do tier 2. And that's about it. We have all other really good stuff. Disable loadout, enable loadout to make sure that it's working. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go say hi YouTube for the new challenge. Let's go, let's go. I might have to redo this intro when the decorations are gone, but whatever, it's fine. Here we go. Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. Today, we're gonna teach you something that is extremely important, arguably one of the most important things to learn when you're just started to play this game. And I almost never show this because I usually play on some really ridiculously hard difficulties where this is not applicable. I am talking about the elimination of evidence. If you're using an evidence item, let's say the spirit box, it's very important to know when you've used it enough to be able to say, okay, it's not going to be spirit box. I can go into my journal and I can rule it out, which, as you can see, immediately rules out so many ghosts. If you can do this properly, if you can master this, and you can rule out, okay, it's not going to be spirit box, it's not going to be UV, boom, there's only this many ghosts left. Now, this only really works if you're playing on professional difficulty or below, because if you're playing on a difficulty that only has 2 evidence, this is not going to work because the ghost could just be hiding this evidence. Now, that means we're going to be playing on professional today. That would be a little too easy for us. So I thought we'd make it a little spicy. We're gonna add a special addition to this challenge, which is that we're gonna have this wheel right here, which has all the evidence items on it. At the start of a game, I will spin this wheel twice, which will give us 2 random evidence items, which we will be allowed to use as much as we want. We can use, let's say that we spin writing book and UV light. We can use them endlessly, but those are the only 2 items we can use. If we want to use something else, we have to say, okay, I think we have used UV light enough. We're gonna throw it away. We can never use it again. Let's spin the wheel again for something new. This means that we have to really properly use each item to eliminate that evidence and then move on to the next one, to keep it spicy, to make every game a little different. And it's also a brand new challenge that we've never done before, even though I've made over 1,000 videos on this game. So I hope you enjoy that. Also, if you're confused why there's still decorations that devs forgot to clean up, the event's already over. It's a little broken. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go. Alrighty. Yeah, once again, I just need to apply that because otherwise sometimes it bugs out. We're gonna start on Tanglewood just for simple. Here we go. Let's spin this wheel.
Alright, we're here.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel twice. What do we get first? This is gonna really depend. Okay, we get a video camera. That's number 1. So 1 evidence, 2 evidence is gonna be... It's gonna be like dots or writing book. That's what I was afraid of. So there's a few evidences that are really easy to eliminate, and there's others that are extremely hard to eliminate. Writing book being one of those. So we're gonna have both of those as much as we want until we throw them away. 1 second, I'm gonna grab the other wheel. It's a little confusing with so many wheels. Now, of course, there's a lot of wheels today. Of course, we're also going to spin for the believers over here in chat to see what we get. Hopefully, we'll get a Goryo for them. Not for us, though, because that's going to be a very difficult ghost. Let's go. We'll see. Many wheels. We're a man of many wheels. No, I'm doing this with the tier 3 items. Watch that. All right, so... It was video cam and ghost riding. Just to remind ourselves. Goryo, Yurei. Yeah, because Yurei's still on there. Goryo, Yurei, Mimic. Show your video settings? I don't even know what they are. Does it even matter at all? Everything up to the highest. That's it. Eye adaptation off for now. Everything off. Oh, I turned everything off because I was using, because I was making screenshots. I can turn some of that back on. I think that's fine. Ambient occlusion and anisotropic, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what that even is. I think this is fine. Your prestige 1, let's go. Alright, I think we're good. We got enhance here. We have writing book and video cam. Alrighty. So, this is gonna teach you how to eliminate evidence properly, as well as just testing if this is gonna be an interesting challenge, because I've never done this before. We almost exclusively play nightmare mode and no evidence challenges. Rarely do we do an all evidence challenge. Now, this is just completely regular professional. The only thing I've changed is I have made the activity and ghost event frequency a little higher because it's just more fun to play that way. Because if you have low activity, you're not going to get much to happen sometimes. And it costs very little of the multiplier to do that. Actually, this is still a 3 times multiplier because I reduced the grace period slightly, which is like how fast the ghost starts to hunt when it decides to hunt. It usually gives you like 3 seconds of time. Now it only gives me 2 seconds, but that's totally fine. All right, so first things first, we need to find this ghost. As you can see, there's cold breath everywhere. Why is that? It's because it's snowing outside. Also, there's a boner right there. When it's snowing outside and the breaker starts off, that means the whole inside of the house is going to be freezing like outside. So you're going to see freezing temperatures everywhere. You need to turn on the breaker immediately to try and get the temperature to rise so that you can actually properly identify the ghost room. Now, we could also get lucky and maybe get ghost orbs, which would also allow us to identify the ghost room, because ghost orbs will always show up in the ghost room. So the 2 evidences we have right now, we're going to be talking about every single evidence we get. One of them is really easy to rule out. the video cam. The other is the hardest by far. That is why I thought this would be interesting, because this is just gonna teach you like how to get evidence quicker. Because if you can do it quicker, you can do it before the ghost starts hunting. Wait, was there an orb there, or was that just snow peeking out of the window? The faster you can play and get the evidence, the less likely you are to get in a situation where you're below 50% sanity and just get absolutely spam hunted. Because once you get to that point, it's really easy to get to that point when you're new to the game. But even if you are already really familiar with how this game works, it's useful to know this trick. And it can even work on nightmare mode. I could do a video about that as well. I've explained how to do evidence elimination on nightmare mode before, but it's a little bit more tricky. All right, we get a ghost right here in this room. I already knew because this was sideways, which is not supposed to be, but then it also threw something else. So we got a basement ghost right here. Now, very important for the video cam is to remember, how do orbs work? Orbs will always show up in the ghost room. But that is not the same room as the room where the ghost is. The ghost could be roaming to a different area and thus not actually be in the ghost room. And thus, if you look in the room that you found the ghost, you're not going to get any orbs. Now, in this particular situation, the basement is a bit unique, where usually the ghost doesn't end up here unless it is the ghost room. Like, it tends to just be here then. And we're not seeing any orbs right now. So we are relatively likely not to have ghost orbs, but I am also going to put the writing book down, because as easy as it is to rule out video cam, it's extremely hard to rule out ghost writing. It is a bit easier now than it used to be, because the ghost, if the ghost decides to throw the writing book, and it does not write in it, you can rule out writing. That's really going to be the only way we can officially fully rule out writing. If the ghost decides to throw it. Hello, buddy. Oh, I tried to back off a little bit so I could get the video, which worked exactly. Beautiful. Now I'm going to walk away here, so that we can get some information maybe on the sanity chart right there. I was in the dark, so my sanity could be pretty low, but let's just see what we get here. Because obviously we still have the chart. So we could still get EMF 5 on the activity chart. It's a work in progress. I'm trying to figure out how to properly balance this challenge. It's mostly just like a fun thing to do. We got 69, nice. So 69, 70 is potential for Oni, because Oni will drain your sanity by 20% when it does a ghost event. Every other ghost will be like 10%, except specifically a Banshee when it's doing a singing ghost event, but whatever, we'll get there when we get there. So we lost 30% sanity here, which is a little weird because we were not in the dark for that long, but it could happen. Because 10% could be from the ghost event, and then 20% from being in the dark. That's kind of sus. So let's see. I wanted to grab more items, but I'm not allowed to do any of that. Now I think we are gonna allow ourselves to just use like crucifix and stuff like that, because there's not really part of the challenge that we could just grab a candle just for fun, right? It's not necessarily 100%. No evidence. I'm not just gonna like force grab everything. I will just grab the stuff that we need for like getting a perfect game, basically. That's what I'm trying to do. We could grab a second writing book, which is actually one of the only items, together with like dots, where if you're low level, it could be worth it to add a second one of them, because it can make it significantly easier to get that evidence. Now we come back into the ghost room. We still don't have writing, so that could mean it's gonna be no writing, but it could also just mean it's a lazy ass ghost, which is also very likely. Now it's still cold here. We don't have a thermo right now, of course, because that would give us an evidence that we're not allowed to have right now. And upstairs, if I go out now, you're gonna see that it's not gonna be cold breath, because the breaker's been on for long enough for it to be warmer in the area where the ghost is not, and cold still in the area where the ghost is. So it seems like we can kind of say with a relatively high certainty that the basement is the ghost room. So I'm once again going to turn off the lights and check for ghost orbs, and if we still don't get ghost orbs, I will ditch the video cam forever. No more video cam allowed. Let's see, do we get orbs? Check around every corner. You gotta really be careful, because sometimes they can be in, like, annoying areas like this. Oh, we get a little wheelchair rocking. You can take a video of that. So we're not gonna take, we're not gonna get a perfect game then, because we can't take videos, but that's the rules of the challenge right now, because otherwise we would be getting... it blew out the candle. That means it cannot be a shade, because the shade could not blow out the candle if you're in the same area with the ghost. I do almost have all the videos. I literally only need one more thing, so how about we just get one more thing so we don't even need it anymore? How about you give me a sign? Wait, you know what? I can actually make it do something, because if we leave right here, we can just grab like a motion sensor, which will instantly give us a thing we can take a video of, as well as salt, actually. So let's take both of those. We're going to take motion sensor, we're going to take the salt, and I will also take a crucifix, because that's going to be a little scary. What if Goryo dots? Yep, then we're going to be screwed. If we get video cam and dots at the same time, or we could, because it's not like we don't have to 100%, we have to feel 100% certain. We could just decide to ditch an evidence. Like if we think like, okay, writing book sucks ass, I'm gonna ditch it, then we have to get rid of it, but we could never use it again. That's the thing. Like, we can eliminate the evidence when we feel confident that it's not gonna be that. Let's see. I would like to video that. There you go. So now we got all videos. And it blew out the candle again. Let's see. I don't see orbs. I really don't see orbs. So what I'm going to say is that you can say, as soon as you find the ghost room, you look like a minute. Give it a time, give it a little bit, look around, and then wait a little bit and check again, because sometimes there's this really weird thing where the ghost just like either like roams back and forth, or just for some reason temporarily doesn't show orbs. But if you've checked a separate time, like 2 or 3 times even, you'll know it's not going to be orbs. So I'm going to throw this on the floor. Goodbye video cam. No more video camera for us. Now we are going to spin again. So we have ditched the video camera forever for this round, of course. And we're gonna get a new item. We're gonna get okay, this is gonna be actually the perfect setup here to make this as hard as possible. Because we're now stuck with the 2 evidence items that are by far the hardest to rule out in the entire game. Both of these items, unless you get them, you can never truly say, okay, it's not gonna, well, with the writing book, I explained if it throws the book, but you could get Goryo dots that you'll never see unless you have a video cam. Also, my sanity is going down more. So we're gonna grab 2 dots and 2 writing book here to try and make it as likely as possible to happen. And we're gonna place it all around the room. Now you can see when you place a writing book, the range at which you can interact with it. The better your item, like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, the bigger the range is. And it doesn't just increase the range, actually. It also increases the chance of the ghost to interact with it. So it's actually kind of like an exponential improvement. It makes it better in range, and inside the range it also has an even higher chance to interact with it. So it's really, really good. You could use the camera without night. Oh, hello there. I guess we could use the camera without night vision to try and get a perfect game. That's a good point. But then you could get Goryo dots by accident, which will be a little cheating. But that is a good point. Oh, hello there. Wait a minute. It didn't do an airball, so it can't be an Oni, by the way. I am going to pause these. You can pause them. You didn't used to be able to do that, but they added that quite a while back, but it's still relatively new to me. I love that feature. Look at this. The entire room is covered in dots. That's amazing. We're gonna turn on this candle here to test for potential Onryo. I would also like to turn on the light again. And I'm quickly going to check my sanity just to make sure that we are in fact below 50%. I would assume so. But otherwise it's gonna be an early hunting ghost, which will be interesting. Okay, we are in fact below 50. Not far, so we can, this would be a situation where you could once again rule out Shade if you didn't, and we can rule out Dio, because Dio is not gonna hunt you until you reach 40% sanity. So there you go, both of those. And this also means it's less likely to be something like a demon, because you would have expected it to hunt earlier. Plus, it did kind of disappear as soon as we took the video, did it? Wait a minute. This might actually be a phantom. It disappeared right when that happened. Yeah, it stepped in the salt. So we kind of want to take a photo here to test for that. That could be something. Let me see. Yeah, no, Wraith is when it steps in the salt. That's the Wraith thing. So yeah, we're kind of stuck with hard evidences now. And it has not thrown the writing book yet. This is where you can employ an advanced strategy with the writing book. If you're struggling to get writing, one thing you can do... Oh, wait. One of the writing books is gone. Here you go. Okay. So this is a recent change that's extremely useful. If you place the writing book and then you come back later and you find it like this, the book is now closed. This means the ghost threw it and closed it. We place it back down. There is no writing in it. When you're playing on professional or lower, where you have 3 evidence, this is a guaranteed no. So we're going to say guaranteed no ghost orbs and guaranteed no ghost writing. Look how few ghosts are left here. This is why this is such an important thing, because sometimes you just don't get all the evidence, but that doesn't mean you can't get the ghost. Even if you don't know their behavior, you can still learn so much from the absence of evidence as well. So in this case, look, there's only 6 ghosts left now. Oh, well, 7. Oh, and also look at that. We have dots. Confirmed dots. Well. Both evidence. That also... Oh, well, let's see. Oh, man, I was going to take the ghost photo. That would have been a perfect time to test. Hey, buddy. That would have been a perfect time to test for potential phantom. Well, we know it's not an OD because it did an airball. Actually, we're just completely done. All right, we're supposed to not be this good at the game, I guess, because we're supposed to find all the evidence items and rule it out that way. But I'm not gonna like pretend to not know the ghost behaviors and just like ignore them. I'm still gonna explain them. And this was already pretty difficult because we had some really bad items and we still learned how to rule those out. And it took us until the ghost started hunting to get this shit done. So it didn't go really quickly. We could have played it safer there, which is another really important thing, to turn on the lights as much as possible, because the lights will prevent your sanity from draining. But anyway, let me just explain what's going on here. So we know almost certainly it's not ghost orb, so this is what we have assumed. We could be wrong, of course, but we're gonna say that. Ghost writing is guaranteed not because it threw the book. So both of those are ruled out. We saw the dots, so that's confirmed. Ah, you motherfucker! Too little, too late? Wait, what happened to this one? Oh, because it was an item that was thrown, but it didn't work in time? Piece of crapo. Hey, buddy, relax. I said relax. All right, we still have one more use. I was gonna go through this. So Wraith cannot step in the cell. That's one. Oni cannot do an airball. We had that like little mist of air fly at us and then do a hissing sound. We know it's not an Oni. Oh, there it happened again. You cannot see Goryo dots without using a video camera, so it also can't be a Goryo. With just 1 evidence, we have narrowed it down to 4, and then with the knowledge that we have of those ghosts, we've narrowed it down to knowing the exact ghost. It just goes to show... Oh, here. Oh, it disappeared. This goes to show really well how useful it is to eliminate evidence, because it can make a game where you only got 1 evidence into a game where you, boom, immediately figured out the ghost. Also, we just got a dots ghost, which, where's the dots ghost? I don't see it. That's because it disappeared, because we took a photo of it, which is the ability of the phantom. So there you go, confirmed, absolutely. Now, phantom would have been... Wait, actually. No. Phantom would have been... Sorry, I'm looking at it. Spirit Box and Yuffie, which would have been... This is why I wanted to do it with the wheel instead of just using whatever items I wanted to use, because there are some evidence items that are just so much easier to rule out. If you're allowed to use everything, you're always going to use those easy items first before you use like the writing book and the dots, and this will make me have to use those and show you how to rule those out as well. I thought this would be more interesting. So yeah, there you go. We have also quite a bit of stuff done. Now you could also get a hunt against a phantom, and then based on the blinking you could figure it out. But we already did a really good investigation here without even getting hunted. That's because the crucifix are also extremely good right there. And there you go. It was a phantom. We get 1,200. This is
now available.
Oh yeah, I'm level 100. This is a 3 times multiplier because it's professional difficulty. 1200 is still really good. You can level up especially early with that. Obviously, I was talking a lot. It did 3 abilities, which the phantom ability is to roam to you. So that was always fun to look at the stats. I really like they added all those stats. All right, we're gonna hop back in to a different one. We're gonna go to Willow Street House now. We're going to... That was not a believer win, unfortunately. Goryo would have been fun for you guys, but it wasn't. We're gonna spin again, see what we get here. Will it be an Obake? Alrighty, and now we're also gonna spin the evidence wheel again. I do have to put the items back on it. 1 second. There you go. Re-put them. Obake. I have put back on the items we last spun, so we could spin the same items multiple times. That's gonna happen sometimes. It's dot. We start with dots this time. We didn't even really get to use dots. Well, we placed dots and it immediately used it. It's gonna be like that sometimes. Sometimes you place dots and you don't get anything forever. Sometimes you place dots and you immediately get it. Okay, dude, are you trying to make my life impossible? I mean, it's a good showcase. We get ghost. This is the worst possible spin you could ever have. Ghost writing and dots. This means, let's try this time to go a little faster. We're gonna, like, try to rule it out quicker instead of just spending, like, 15 minutes staring at a writing book. We'll see how fast we can do this. That is an oh-no situation for sure. Anyway, the random bro, thank you for the prime. UPs. I need to remove those from the wheel, by the way. That's crazy. Hey, that's the nature of a wheel. It's gonna be random. Let's go. Imagine it writes immediately. Let's go. What are we at? Obake was at it there, right? Alright, let's go. I think we're good. We got Trisha over here. Alrighty. So it was ghostwriting and dots. Here we go. Fantastic. So this is an item set I would never start with. Let me know what your favorite items are to start with. I personally, if I'm like heavy looking for evidence, I would start with either Thermo EMF, or if you're really heavy looking for evidence, Thermo Spirit Box, I think, is a really good combination because this will allow you to find the ghost room. And the Spirit Box is probably the... especially if you get a ghost event, the easiest to just really quickly get and rule out, because the ghost will almost instantly interact with it, even when you have like the tier 1. The tier 1 does make it a little harder, so we have the tier 3 here, which makes things a little easier. Now, in order to try and not get hunted, there's a bone right there, try and not get hunted immediately, I'm going to speedrun turn on the breaker, also useful for finding the ghost room, because that's one of the things that is definitely harder in this situation as well, because you start with dots and writing. You don't have the usual tools that kind of like have 2 uses where you're not just getting the evidence from them, but you're also confirming the ghost room. Yeah, video cam is another like popular starter, especially if you're in a group. It's good to like diversify the items you're starting with, so not everyone is like looking for a thermo or spirit box. I mean, there's not that many items, of course, but so when I'm walking around, I can't do anything with these. These only really work. These are like the items you grab once you've confirmed the ghost room. Once you've found where the ghost room is, you can place these down and then learn from it. Now, I'm just going to place them here for the time being. I don't know if this is going to be the ghost room, but I quickly want to grab the photo cam so we can take a photo of this bone and not forget about it. As well as maybe grab a secondary item for one of the objectives. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we also have tier 2 head cam, so we could actually grab that real quick. We have photo cam here. Okay, so it's in one with the smudge stick. We're gonna grab photo, audio, and I'm just gonna put like a crucifix just randomly somewhere. Maybe it'll snatch like an early hunting demon from far away, because the range on the tier 3 is absolutely fucking massive. So let's see if we can... Now the way that we're going to find the ghost room. This is actually interesting. We're playing like different ways that I wouldn't usually play the game because of the items we're starting with. Okay, that's fucking crazy, dude. Well, Well. Okay, dude. No fucking shot. I just placed my writing book down randomly somewhere and get it to write in the fucking book. That's insanely lucky, man. Now time for the dots. All right, well, I don't think we need the ghostwriting anymore because we already confirmed it. We're gonna count. You know what? If we find an evidence, I'm gonna allow us to use the evidence item again to get like a sound from it. But we are gonna spin again as well to get another item. Like, I'm not gonna ban ghostwriting now because we already know it's ghostwriting and I just want to get like the audio or something from it. So we get a UV light this time. Okay, all right, new item that we haven't used before. All right, UV is actually, I lied, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a liar. I said that Spirit Box was the easiest to rule out. I lied because actually UV is by far the easiest to rule out. Well, that does imply that you have tier 2 or tier 3 salt. That's going to be really important because when you have salt, especially the ones that are wide, oh, no, this was a ghost event, wasn't it? Or we're gonna turn off the activity chart after this round because I wasn't looking at it, but chat was immediately spamming EMF 5. I don't know if that was EMF 5, but I'm just gonna turn it off next time so that people don't go yelling at me, the spoiling evidence that we don't even have. So if you have salt and UV combo, it's really, really strong because as soon as you get the ghost to step in the salt, also we should grab quickly. All right, there you go. That is EMF 5. All right, spoiler! Spoiler alert! Spoilers? We're not allowed to see this, guys. What the hell, man? So yeah, this is a good thing. I'll explain it now since we're gonna turn off the activity chart after this. I personally really love the activity chart just to know what's going on in the game. And it has a secondary use, which is extremely useful to find EMF 5. Now, how do you do this? This is a perfect example of it. We're not even in the hecking house. Yet somehow there is a massive spike all the way up to 5 EMF, which usually a spike of like 5 that stays for a while is only reserved for ghost events, or like when it's hunting, it goes all the way to 10. This could only happen if there's a ghost event, like a big 5 spike like this. There cannot be a ghost event when we're not even in the map. Like, if no one's in the map, there cannot be a ghost event. This could be because it's doing a poltergeist ability or something, so there is a rare chance that we actually... Oh, well, there it goes again. Never mind then. So yeah, these, like, big spikes when there's no one in the map means it's leaving an EMF signal that's really, really high, which could only be ghost event or EMF 5. Because we're not there, it's going to be EMF 5. So there you go. We got EMF 5. This is just a little bonus for now, but we also got the writing so early. That's actually crazy. And I'm quickly going to grab another writing book here so that maybe we can get a writing, or we can record the action of writing in the book, which is really cool. You can get an audio off of that. Now, I was standing here, right, when it wrote in that book. So it should not be a shade, because the shade can actually not write in the book when you're standing in the same room with it. So it should not be that. I'm gonna place all these just kind of like in an area where it's usually gonna walk through, or when we loop it here. And then I'm gonna crack my glow stick and just throw it there for now. I already got this photo, right? Yeah, I got the ghostwriting photo. I'm gonna hold on to this for now. Let's see if we can get anything, or any audio shows up. Now, I'm not seeing cold breath here, so this could actually... oh, never mind. Shade is not... Or, one of the roaming ghosts is not an option here, so it's probably going to be in this area. This is interesting, because then we can rule out shade based off this. Potentially. Now, we don't... We have UV. For UV, you really need it to, like... In order to rule out UV, you need to either have it step in the salt and do some stomps, or touch a door. If either of those happens, you can use the UV and then quickly rule out if it's going to be fingerprints or not. If it does touch a door, there is a small chance that if it's not fingerprints, it could still be an obake. Because obake can hide fingerprints when touching a door. However, it cannot hide fingerprints when touching or when stepping in the salt. It cannot hide footprints, I mean. It will always show you footprints. So that's how you can still confirm fingerprints even when it's an obake. Now, interestingly, nothing is happening here. That's very strange. It could have actually been like a roaming ghost. Yeah, light switch works the same. I'm gonna place it here. Let's just walk around a little bit. We don't really have any item right now that'll really easily allow us to find the ghost room. The main thing right now, I guess it's gonna be just our freezing breath that will sometimes show up. Or will show up in the cold room. Which I'm not seeing cold here. Although, it's foggy outside, which it usually takes a while for it to get super cold. So that you can see your breath. Especially when you have a roaming ghost. It's gonna take a while before a room gets cold enough to show the breath. Because the ghost will be like walking around, thus not changing the temperature of the actual ghost room very much. It could even be in the basement because nothing is really happening here. What we're looking for right now is just anything out of place. Like any sign that the ghost has occupied an area. So we're gonna check around here, seeing if anything item is on the floor or something like that. I'm not seeing anything. Let's check over here. I see items on the floor over here, plus cold breath. That is very interesting. So it actually roamed all the way up to our room to write in the book to then go back down. That is fucking wild, but all right. That does mean that I placed my salt. I'm just gonna ditch the writing book. We ditched it. It's fine. I'm going to quickly grab another salt now. So interesting. It could be that it was... No, it can't be a mimic because a mimic cannot... Also, this is a good example of something that would not be EMF 5, by the way. There's these really short spikes sometimes that are... I don't know if they're bugged or not, but they are... I think they happen when an item gets levitated, which for some reason, when an item gets levitated, it will oftentimes be a 5 spike, even though it's not EMF 5. I don't know what's happening there. It's a bug that the devs don't even really understand, I think, so... That's something it's really important to keep that in mind. That if you see a really short 5 spike, that doesn't mean anything. It just means the item got levitated. All right, so we're gonna turn on the light here so we can see a little bit. And we're going to place the salt in here. I'm actually gonna only place 2 salt this time to not, to still have 1 salt left in case the ghost roams again. Now, I'm quickly going to run to get my UV because the ghost, if the ghost were to step in the salt right now, and we wouldn't have a damn UV, we wouldn't get anything, you know? I gotta go check for that. Can twins be riding? Oh, there you go, you can hear stomping. I heard stomps. Let me run in. Run in! It stepped in both, and I'm not seeing any feet. Now, it's a bit of a shame that it happened while we were away, but luckily we still got 1 use of this, so we can use the remaining 1 salt. And it's stepping again. So when you hear those stomps and you check around and you don't see UV, you know for absolute guarantee, this is another 100% guaranteed situation, that it will not be UV. Now here, that actually does help us. It helps us that it's not a myling, and very likely going to be a weird spirit. So I'm going to immediately just ditch I'm gonna throw this away. Ditch UV, and we're going to move on to the next item, which there's only 4 left on the wheel right here. And we're gonna get EMF 5 now. That would actually be kind of cool. Okay, let's go. We get EMF, we just got a little spoiler, but it's not cheating at least, because we have the EMF now. So let me get the EMF so that I can show you and confirm that it is indeed EMF 5. And then we got a little sneak peek with the activity chart. Also, we should grab... Is there anything we can take photos of and sound? Firelight we can take sound of. We can get closer to getting some more money. So yeah, Shade would be unlikely. So it seems highly likely that this is just a spirit. Because Shade should not be able to write in the book if you're in the same area. However, maybe it can write... Because the writing book, the tier 3 writing book has such a big range, it could write from a different room while you're standing in that room. Like if this is a room and this is a room, the book is here, I'm standing here, Ghost is standing there, it's in a different room, but it can still write in this book. So that could still be a Shade in that situation, but it's highly likely that this is just gonna be Spirit here, which would be Spirit Box, which we don't have. Which, that is one of those really easy evidences. We get that later. Spirits can be absolutely insane. It's one of those weird wildcard ghosts to me. Alright, do we get anything? We have no activity right now. We're just gonna leave that in the middle right there. And then we're going to hopefully... Oh, get some audio. Or... Oh! I really wonder what goes wrong with that, because that happens quite often to me, where the device says something is happening, I record the whole thing, hear absolutely nothing, I go into my book and it's like the loudest sound you've ever heard in your entire life. Like, what the hell? Anyway, I'm gonna place a candle here. Still cold in this room. Still cold in this room. You can see the freezing breath right there. We also should really place the dots here, which, I mean, it's not gonna be dots because none of these ghosts have dots, but as long you can just place the dots and then freeze it so it's not making that really annoying noise all the time. That's why I'm so glad they added the pause ability, because sometimes I would just like turn off dots even when it could still be dots because it was just annoying me. Like, I'm glad that we can just mute it now, not have that annoying sound playing all the time. All right, so let's go through it, right? For shade, it will be freezing, which we don't have that. And for spirit, it will be spirit box. So those are the two evidences. But mostly the behavior is gonna matter now, which we're not really getting shit, to be honest, which is interesting. It's doing very little. Oh. Alright, buddy. Can you fucking chill? Paranormal talking. Alrighty then. This would be amazing if it actually ends up being a shade that did that exact thing. Why, guys? Why? Tell me why. Come on. Do something. It's actually kind of giving shade energy now. That would be very interesting. Interesting potential shade that did that really weird roam. This goes to show that you'll never have the same game twice. Phasmo, no matter how many hours you have, you can have thousands of hours, and there could be just a really weird situation that you've never really seen before that just occurs for the very first time in your, like, 10,000th game. Like, it's just one of those games where the wild stuff will happen all the time. So yeah, I can't really properly, if this ends up being a shade, I can't really explain how it would have written in that book, but crazy stuff happens sometimes. Now, it's still cold in here, so it should still be the ghost room, but we're not getting shit. It is also not blowing out the candle, which is like that sign for shade, potentially. I am going to turn off the light now, because I kind of want my sanity to get lower so it can start hunting. So yeah, I mean, I guess in this situation, we know it can't be dots, because dots is not useful anymore. So I'm going to say eliminate dots and go to the next one, you know? Because dots is literally impossible for the ghosts that are remaining here. Alright, spirit box. That's gonna be extremely useful. Thank you so much. Alright, here we go. Let's go get that spirit box. Which is exactly the evidence item we were looking for, because... I mean, freezing would have also been very useful, like thermo would have been fine. I'm not gonna ditch, I should grab EMF properly, because we can also take a photo off of that. I'm not gonna ditch that yet until we actually confirm it. To properly get that EMF 5, because who knows, maybe we're wrong, maybe we got absolutely bamboozled. This almost feels like just a bait and switch. Like, it genuinely feels like the game had a different ghost at the start of this game, and then they bait and switched it into a shade, because it was not acting like this before. But all right, we're gonna grab this again. I already have one, but whatever. And then we are gonna grab the spirit box. There you go. Bamboozled. Grafton, thank you for the 2 years. Thank you so much. And oh meme lord, thank you for the 11. All right, so EMF is actually extremely useful for photo as well, because anytime you get any activity, you can take a photo of the EMF and it will count. It doesn't have to be EMF 5, which is really nice. Hello, buddy. You've done anything at fucking all? You blew out the candle. That's something. All right, let's see. So we're gonna go. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Are you pizza? So the way, this is another important thing. Spirit box. How to use it, how to make sure that you're using it as optimal as possible. So let's say this is the ghost room 100%, which I think it is. So this is the ghost room. in order to get the best results from the spirit box, walk around in the ghost room and ask questions. Make sure that when you're saying, like, where are you? Are you here? Are you close? There you go. You see that response, all those response dots? When that blinks red, that means it heard you, and it tried to get a response from the ghost, but it didn't. Now, that could mean two things. It could mean the ghost was here and it's not a spirit box ghost, or it could mean the ghost was not here at all, so it didn't respond. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Now, you can see we're getting lots of these responses and nothing is happening. What's really important to remember with the spirit box is that it only works when you're in the same room as the ghost. So if the ghost is standing over there, we're not gonna get fucking shit. So it's really important to not exclusively use it in the ghost room, but also walk around the area of the ghost room. So where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Oh yeah, and have the lights off, of course, but I have that. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? It blew out the candle, so it's in that area. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? I'm gonna quickly take this photo here before it goes away. There you go. Gamer Nature, thank you for the 5 gifties. Thank you so much. So, candle. So what are you looking for when you're using the spirit box? You're looking to make sure that you're using it in the right area. That's the most important part. So you're looking for ghost activity that's happening right then and there, which will tell you, like, the ghost is in this area. So for example, the candle right there means the ghost is going to be somewhere around the candle, so you can do your spirit box around here to rule it out. The best one by far is to get a ghost event. If you get a physical ghost event where it shows up, stands somewhere, and then it goes away, you can run on top of the area where it was standing and spam questions on the spirit box. If you don't get a response at that point, you can kind of guaranteed rule out spirit box, because you were on top of the ghost, like 100% certain, and it still didn't respond. Boom, you know. Gamer Nature, thank you for another 5 gifties. Thank you. So yeah, that is my favorite way to rule out spirit box. It seems like this is gonna be a shade, which is actually kind of fascinating, because we had that really weird writing that happened far away from the ghost room. Obtuse, thank you for the 5 gifties as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And it also is just ticking every single box for shade behavior. Like, it wasn't blowing out a candle, which the shade cannot blow out a candle when you're in the same room. So as soon as I left, it blew out the candle. Very shady. It hasn't done anything as soon as I got here. It's just been total radio silence, no ghost event, no activity, which no ghost event doesn't necessarily have to mean it's a shade, because sometimes shades can actually, one of the ways you can tell that it's a shade is if you only get ghost events, no other activity whatsoever, like no candle, no item throws, none of that. But that's more advanced. Well, if we ever get that, I can explain it. Hi, thank you for the 10 gifties. Thank you guys for all the gifties. What the hell? So yeah, this is almost guaranteed gonna be a shade. Because Spirit would have Spirit Box, so let's rule out Spirit Box. There you go, we've ruled out UV. Now, we haven't actually, you know what? Let's assume that we haven't confirmed. I mean, we know that it's just a shade. Like, I guess it could be a Thay that's the oldest possible age. So I'm going to eliminate Spirit Box, and I mean, I'm going to, I can't eliminate EMF yet. I would love to confirm that there. And I'm going to spin here. I think well, I guess it could be video cam. There's only 2 things on there. We get thermo, though. That's really good. All right. Well, let's go get the thermo and confirm to you that this is, in fact, gonna be a shade. 1 second. Doing another chat equals airstream. I haven't done that in a while. That's right. Burnhaven, thank you for the 5 gifties. Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, Thays can be very passive if they're old, you know. But yeah, this is interesting ghost, though, mostly because of that really weird one thing that happened with the writing book that was so strange. Also, what the fuck, whatever. Thermal, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yo, thank you. Photo randomizer. That's also a good one. Chat equals there's just fun because I yell at you. What the heck? All right, so thermo is extremely easy. It actually has many uses. One of the best ones being just finding the ghost room. You see when you hold this one, so this one you have to hold. The tier 1 you just have to have in your hand, but this one you have to hold the button. And if you walk around, it will automatically update. So in this room, 15 degrees. This room, 18 degrees. So this is actually telling us something interesting. It's telling us the ghost is almost never here, because it's really warm here, and it is sometimes here because it's actually made this room slightly colder. And then as soon as we step in here, we're gonna see like -8, -6. There you go. So this is telling us ghost room, plus we learned that it's actually gonna be freezing here, of course. You can also, by the way, take a photo of that. If you leave it and it has freezing on the screen right there, you can take a picture and you get freezing temperatures as a photo evidence, which is really nice. So yeah, this is telling us ghost room, somewhat regularly visited area and never visited area. Plus, it's confirming our suspicion that this is indeed gonna be a damn shade. So we're gonna get the heck out of here. Absolute shade moment. Very just run-of-the-mill shade would have been, I mean, if not for this. That was super weird. I still don't really know how the fuck that happened. Almost like thinking that it may have touched it through the floor somehow, like it was below it and then it decided to touch the writing book up top from it, because that was a really weird situation. And Asia, thank you for the 5 gifties, thank you. All right, so there you go. So that was a pretty long game, but we ruled out the writing really quickly because we got it really quickly, but that led us, sometimes you get a situation happen that's just so weird that you're looking for an explanation, and the explanation you end up on gets you down the wrong path. Which is exactly what happened here. We thought that the ghost was going to be in that area and it was going to be like a roaming ghost or an active ghost, and we got the complete opposite. Not roaming and not active whatsoever. That was no ghost room changes. One favorite room change, so who knows? Maybe it wasn't that hallway, or maybe it just changed ghost room to the hallway right at the end there. That's why it was slightly colder there. Interesting ghost situation right there. We're gonna go to the next small map. I think this works best on small maps because we have to kind of go back and forth with the truck quite often, because they like we have to get new evidence items, which, speaking of new evidence items, we're gonna get 2 new ones. So here we go. Let's see what we get. I would love to get a good one like a thermo or something. It really loves giving us dots and writing, huh? All right, dots, here we go. Give me something that I can... Are you fucking kidding me? Video cam. All right, beautiful. I love a good video cam. Thank you so much. That is absolutely fine. Video cam allowing us to take videos as well as potentially getting ghost orbs early. Kalans, thank you for the 5 gifties. Thank you so much. And I almost forget to spin the wheel as well. Oopsie. Oh, I need to turn off the activity monitor. I'll do that after this. Onryo is not on there, right? Onryo? Let's turn off the activity monitor just to not spoil it. We're gonna go into the settings really quickly and go boop. Contract, I think it's in. So sanity monitor is fine because that will just teach us, like, or tell us when the ghost is, like if it's an early hunting or a late hunting ghost or something like that. Activity monitor is a little cheesy. Now you can see just how little this adds in terms of multiplier. This makes the game so much harder because you miss out on like the free EMF 5. You can't see if it's like a really passive ghost or not. It's so undervalued. Like there's some difficulty settings that are super undervalued. I think a few of those. This is one. If you're playing nightmare mode, absolutely would recommend just giving up to like 0.10 to turn on the sanity chart and the activity monitor. And another one is something like the activity level. Having low activity level can really slow down the whole game, basically, and also make it just less interesting. And it only costs you 0.25 to turn it, or 0.20 to turn it all the way up to high. Now, a good example of something that does actually give you a lot of value without really mattering much, for me personally, is like number of hiding places. You get 0.4 for turning that off, which I almost never use the regular hiding places. So you know what? Let's do that real quick. We'll turn that on. And then another thing you can do is like grace period, turning that up or down gives you, turning that down to 1 gives you a really big bonus, which almost does not matter as long as you have crucifixes in the area. So you know what? We'll just do that as well, and boom, we got a 3.9 multiplier without really changing much of the difficulty. And we're gonna go back to Edgefield here. Let's go. You almost never hide. because your friend dies immediately. That's gaming right there. Have I been jump scared ever? Yes, very much so. Burning Jock, thank you for the 19. I'm more likely to run and die. I will play Silent Hill F when it comes out tomorrow. It's not out yet. It's already over? Oh yeah, sure, of course. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we'll play it, because it comes out... I can upload my video at midnight. It comes out in, like, 3 hours here. But anyway. No more screen! No more screen, it's all broken now. So yeah, this is... what were our spins? We had video cam and we had dots, right? New setup here. Jennifer Miller already. And I will absolutely take a flashlight as well. We got freezing or cold again. We keep getting cold. We have the dot scam combination. If we get a Goryo now, it's gonna be absolutely legendary, dude. Imagine. All right, we're gonna walk around with the night vision on. Very important with the... I mean, this is something that once you know it, you never really forget it. But if you're never told, okay, well, hello there. What's really important about the video cam is that you only get orbs if you have night vision turned on. If I do it like this, I don't get shit. So you gotta make sure to turn on that night vision so you can get those orbs. Now, it just turned on the light right there. I got a video of it. I have proof that it happened. There you go, light switched. Mares can never turn on lights, so that's just a little... There's a few things that are just really, like... even if you don't do, like, no evidence runs, it's so useful to know those. To just have, like, oh, it did an airball, not an Oni. Oh, it turned on a light, not a mare. Like, stuff like that. It's just... it stepped an assault, not a wraith. Like, things that are not very complicated, really easy to remember, and just help you out in quite a lot of situations. So, it turned on this light, probably gonna be somewhere in this area, which I am not right away seeing orbs. However, it could also be in a room like this. Yeah, breaker. If it turns off the breaker, it's not a djinn, something like that. Let's see. We're checking these side rooms here. Now, I would always recommend looking again, because just sometimes, like, let's say, for example, last game where it wrote in the book in one area, if we then went to look for orbs in that area, didn't find it, and we're like, all right, it's not going to be orbs ever, like, you were going to be wrong, because sometimes the ghost just does something weird. Like, it turns on a light, and then it ends up being in the entire different area of the house. Now, I'm going to place dots here. I'm not hearing shit right now. We're getting some weird behavior here, which is kind of interesting, because it has not thrown anything, really made any noise. Now, what you have to keep in mind with that is that what's really important in this game is to preserve your sanity, but if you do it too well, you're never gonna get anything to fucking happen, because activity is based on your sanity. So if you are like 90 or above, there is very little activity no matter what ghost you're dealing with. So you do got to be careful to stay at that really, really high sanity for too long, because you might just be wasting everybody's time, because you're not going to get shit. Now, what we can do here is a little trick, which is kind of sick, is if you have the tier 3 UV, you can use it to, like, kind of clear a room to make sure, is the ghost in this room or not. You can place it and then see if it immediately targets the ghost. Just keep replacing it. And if you cover the whole room that way a few times, you know, okay, the ghost is not going to be here. So we know for a fact now that the ghost is actually not in this room. So we're going to go into this room. It's not there either. We're going to go here. You mean motion sensor? Did I not say motion sensor? Because I meant motion sensor, if that's not what I said. We're going to go to this one. Bada bing, bada boom. 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 I'm seeing fucking nothing, so this is a good use of this. And then we go living room. Just slowly cover all the areas, and if the ghost is somewhere, it would immediately be like, boink, ghost. Alright, well, that's interesting. So we kind of checked the whole downstairs area. The light is on upstairs. I don't think I went upstairs, did I? Dude, this ghost loves to turn on the light, excuse me? Let's see. Oh! There you go. So now, it's in this area. We can place it here. Oh, it threw that on the floor. Move it around. Hey, buddy. Well, hello. We found it. It's not a phantom. That's another one. If you take a ghost photo and it doesn't disappear, boom, you can rule out phantom. Another easy one. Easy one that's not like you don't have to do anything for it. It's just as long as you remember it, you get a little piece of information. I think those are the really useful ones that I'll use no matter whatever happens. Like you're just always using those. Okay. Okay then. Immediately. All right, let's. I should grab the dots. Oh, it might be airball. I'm ready to take a video here if it comes around the corner. Or maybe it just turns on a light. Or maybe it already disappeared. I don't know. I don't know if that's airball. Usually when the light randomly turns off like that, it could either just be the ghost doing it, or it could be because it's doing a ghost event. And if you don't hear anything, that's usually because it's an airball. But we don't know yet. Well, we don't have confirmation. Yeah, it did turn on the light switch again. All right, let me, oh, hello, buddy. Jesus. I did not get that at all. What the fuck? I did get a video of the ghost, and it did also drain my sanity. So this is where you gotta be kind of careful, because you're gonna be losing sanity pretty quickly as soon as the ghost starts touching you with ghost events, because then it can really easily snowball out of control once you get to this point. Like, no activity happens for a while, you get to the ghost room, you get touched by a ghost during a ghost event, and then you're lower sanity. Now it gets more active. It can do another ghost event, touch you again, do another ghost event, and then before you know it, you're down to 60% sanity, and then you don't pay attention for a little bit, you get hunted, and boom, you're dead. So yeah, gotta be careful. We're gonna grab both of these, and we're going to grab a candle. Set up for a potential hunt here, as well as an Onryo, maybe. Right, boop. Discover as much area as you can with these. These bigger rooms are hard when you don't have like the higher equipment yet. I of course have tier 3 right now, which is incredibly good. Okay, so let's see. We will check for, this is why, once again, it comes true immediately that I said you shouldn't rule out orbs. If you get something that happened in an area, you look for orbs and then, oh, it's not orbs. Because it wasn't even in that area. So this is where, okay, it's turning on lights everywhere. Very interesting. This is one of those really difficult ghost rooms where, oh, it's motion sensor here. Where it could actually be kind of everywhere. It could be in the hallway. It could be in any of the side rooms. Now, I'm seeing cold breath in the hallway, so it's probably a hallway ghost here. But it could also just be like a bathroom ghost that's constantly roaming. Like, for example, there, it's turning on this thing right here. So I'm checking this. So I'm kind of just checking every room here. Checking all the areas, making sure to cover the whole house. Or the whole upstairs. Making sure we don't have orbs before I consider ruling it out. Turn off this light as well. Alright, I think we can say this is definitely, we haven't really gotten an easy game yet. We have only gotten like pretty weird ghosts with strange interactions. And this is like a ghost that's active in a lot of places because it turned on this now as well. Which this is kind of an indication that it's a hallway ghost because it's turning on both that. Oh, hello! And it also is doing that. We're using the crucifix. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ditch. Oh, I am going to say no more looking for ghost orbs. Maybe we'll take like a crucifix video real quick, but no more like using the night vision, because we need one more. And we're gonna spin another evidence item. We're gonna say bye-bye. Bye-bye to the ghost orbs, and then thermo. That is exactly what we want. Glad to get the thermo this time a little earlier, because thermo is such a powerful item. It's my go-to like starter item because it just really helps you confirm that ghost room, which I'm noticing this now. One thing that sometimes you'll think of a challenge and you'll be like, oh, that will be really good for this reason, and then you forget that other things also play a role in this. And what I forgot here is that how much you actually need evidence items to find the ghost room. Some items are so important for identifying the area where the ghost is, one of them being the thermo. I honestly use the thermo more for just quickly finding the ghost room at the start than ever bothering to use it to find evidence. Now, as you can see, it also tells us right now that it's evidence because it is fucking minus 10 degrees in this house, or in this area here. Holy. Alrighty, well that was quick. We have freezing, which means I am going to immediately spin again. What do we get? A writing book. Oh, it's doing something. Am I about to die here? What the fuck? Apparently not. Writing book. Oh, hello! Well. That's a good example of how dots can just be a piece of shit. Because we had this here for like a solid 5 minutes, and then just randomly there's the dots. That's why, oh boy. Okay. It is, wait, is Ure still on there? This could be actually good if it's a Ure. Do it again, please. Yo, nice picture, man. Didn't I already have that though? Nope, it's unique. We got translucent ghost and we got... What in the fuck? Okay, now it suddenly feels very much like an Oni. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. I don't think this is a Yuri. This is heavy Oni energy. I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, so let's, what just happened? We got writing book, which I don't think that's for any of these ghosts. Because it's gonna be either, it's not gonna be spirit box. It's gonna be orbs, which we didn't find, so, yeah. It will be EMF. It will be EMF 5. So in a situation like this, I think just because otherwise it will be annoying for no reason. Like if we're eliminating, like if there's only 2 ghosts left, I feel like going through the items that are impossible for it to give us anything would be kind of a waste of everybody's time. So in this case, I'd say just skip the wheel and just grab EMF, right? Because otherwise it's just a waste of time. We're gonna grab the EMF real quick here. Because we ditched the thermo because we already got the freezing. So now we have this. It's doing lots of stuff. Yo, buddy. I would have loved to get a video of that, but I didn't. Touching door. Touching door. We're not getting EMF 5. Shit. Who knows? Maybe we're wrong about the ghost orbs. So I should really do that. I'm gonna hold on to this for now, just for the crucifix video, or I guess the door touch video. That would be fine too. What? Nothing apparently. Candle give EMF 5. Oh shit. Hey buddy. All right, how about we get a ghost video real quick and then die in the process? Let's do it. Anybody up for it? Come on down, please. Should probably do it like this for best results. It's not coming down yet. Here we go. Let's test if it's an Oni. I'm gonna run away. I can't really, I would loop it longer there to confirm Oni. Oh, I'm hearing EMF 5. What? I heard EMF 5 there. But it was only during the hunt. Did you hear that? I got the video at least, which was the final thing we needed for the, not that we're going for perfect games necessarily, we're just going for juicy games. Yeah. So the Oni will be blinking a lot more. And I think I heard EMF 5 there. It's not doing very much though. Is there any, there's a monkey paw. We could, let's just be spicy. I guess let's set up 2 smudgies and then be spicy. I was gonna wish for activity, which if you don't know what that does, it actually locks you in the house. So if you don't have anything to protect yourself, might be a little scary. Vanessa, thank you for the 3 and a Zeely. Thank you for the 45. We're gonna put that there. Okay. I wish for activity. So boom, the door locks. I think the breaker also breaks, but then the ghost becomes much more active for, I think, a minute. It doesn't cause a hunt as far as, no, I don't think so. Wishing for sanity will change the ghost room, which will be kind of annoying right now, so I'm avoiding that. Okay, buddy. Well, So much for that. Bye-bye, breaker. Is there a bone? All right, let's see it properly this time. I have a lighter, right? Just confirming that I'm not being an idiot. Here we go. Check for Oni blinking. So it's gonna be... It's doing relatively normal. No, that's it, that's it. So what you're really looking for with Oni is, not necessarily like, when it's blinking like somewhat it looks like it's blinking normal, just ignore it for a bit. But if you see suddenly those like, blink, 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 like many blinks close together, that really confirms it. You can't really rule it out otherwise, but as soon as you see that, you're like, okay, yeah, this is absolutely gonna be an Oni, which is exactly what happened right there. Hello, we already got that, unfortunately. Oh, come on. Duplicate. Oh. Just happened. Oh, I'm getting EMF 5. EMF 5 audio. And there you go. EMF 5 confirmed. Oh, hello, buddy. God damn, bro. What the fuck? Are we all right here, Oni? Jesus Christ, they're crazy. All right, where did you say this bone was? Because we're actually in like a perfect game territory if I just quickly get this bone. If you weren't already sure that this was going to be an Oni, now you do. There it is. Oop, I remember seeing it somewhere. All right, well, clearly very, very active ghost draining our sanity quickly, which Oni is like the perfect ghost to do what I explained earlier, where it can snowball out of control, because Onis drain your sanity really quickly on ghost events. So what can happen is one ghost event and then boom, you lost 20%. Now you're much lower, which is going to increase the activity. One more ghost event, 40% sanity down. Now you're really going to hell, and then and before you know, you're at 0% sanity, and the Oni's going absolutely insane on you. Like it's one of the interesting ghosts that do not hunt early on paper, like in theory, or like they don't hunt before 50% sanity, but they do hunt earlier than the other ghosts because of their ability to drain your sanity quickly. So especially if you play on the higher difficulties that have more ghost events going on. Also, 2.8 thousand from just, I mean, I guess it's slightly higher than a professional game, but still pretty juicy. All right, we're going again. Let's first spin this wheel so you guys can already start betting. We unfortunately did not have the Ure of our dreams that they were looking for, but that's all right. All right, will it be a Moroi? And for the evidence items, we are going to put all of them back on, of course, and then spin again. Let's see what we get. What will we get? EMF to start. Let's go. Different start this time. Very good item to find the ghost room. Kind of just a support item, to be honest. Oh, we get the beautiful combo that I was talking about earlier. All right, we get not a thermo to start off yet, but definitely those are two very useful items that I could totally see someone start with. We're gonna go to Edgefield this time. Let's hop in. Let's do it. When does the 5-year anniversary event end? It's already ended, but the devs need to clean up their garbage because they're lazy. They haven't done that yet? Yeah, the double experience event is over. Mike, thank you for the 9. Big Bird, thank you for the 20. Believers will rise. Rise up, believers. Back to doubting again. Goddamn. We got Nancy. Yo, good old Nancy. Let's go. And we got Heavy Rain, potential Blood Moon. Unfortunately not. Okay, it was EMF 5 or EMF and Spirit Box. Very good items. So the EMF for finding the ghost room is one of my favorite items together with the thermo. I think the EMF doesn't have as much like brain off easy potential as the thermo. The thermo, you just walk around and you just look for a cold room. The EMF is mostly for those people that are already listening very carefully. If you're listening for sounds that the ghost is making, oh, there's a bone immediately. Sometimes it can be hard after you hear a sound to know exactly where it was. That's where the EMF comes in. You hear a sound, run into the general direction where you heard the sound, and then the EMF will help you pinpoint where it actually came from. That's how I usually use it to find the ghost room. This one's for the believers. Let's hope so. We'll see how that goes. And we turn on the breaker once again. Always turn on the breaker. Always also turn on lights in areas where you know you're gonna potentially be looping the ghost. Because if you're in the dark, looping becomes so much harder. And if you get like hunted by a demon super early, you'll be happy that you turned on the light in this room. Yo, Thorla, what's up? I think it's gonna be upstairs potentially. Let's see. Is that ball? I think that ball is always there, right? Hello? I think it used to be in here always, but because they can now block that, like, I'm saying it as if it's recently changed, but the hiding spots can be blocked. That's been that way for like 4 years, but, or like 3 years or something, but we've lived through all the ages. Yeah, I'm getting no activity here. It also, I guess, kind of helps if you're not properly listening, the EMF, because you can kind of just run around like this, and if you get no beepity beepity beeps on the EMF, you know that it at least hasn't done anything right now. So then you can go to a different area or stay around for a little bit, wait for more. Let's see if it's back here. Also, your eyes are so important to finding the ghost room. You kind of need to just get used to the orderly nature of every house. And if something is not orderly, it could either be like a thing that's just supposed to be non-orderly. That happens a lot on the new maps specifically. They are very messy because they're more handcrafted. That cock's not supposed to be on the floor. Excuse me. Don't touch the cock. Inappropriate. All right, now the question is, so in this situation, we know it's in this area, but it could either be here, or it could be there, or it could be in the toilet, or it could be in this little washing room. All of them are possible. Let's see. Especially this one can be kind of sneaky. Nothing right now. No freezing. We do also have spirit box, so how about we try that? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Wait, did it just throw something? Quickly checking. I thought I heard it throw. No, nothing. Absolutely jack garbage. All right then. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Now it threw something for real. All right. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Are you pizza?
Person died.
There you go. So it can take a little bit of effort to get the spirit box to give you a response, but you just got to be careful to make sure that you're doing it in the right area. Because if I stand here, no response, where are you? Where are you? Unless the ghost goes here. And then where are you? Are you here? And even in this situation, obviously you got to go through the whole room. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? So you can see if you're in the right area, you get absolutely spammed with with responses. And especially, that's why when it does a ghost event, it's really good to like rush to your spirit box and go spam a few spirit box questions. Now, one of the things that you also have to keep in mind, which I guess I didn't explain yet, if you play mostly multiplayer, which might be the case, you gotta make sure if you're playing on anything above, like, I think intermediate, it will say, it will not give you, it will not have this here. This means response to, we're unsure. What the fuck does that mean? This is just, there's no information here. If it says response to people who are alone, that means you have to use the spirit box all by yourself in the room to get a response. If there's more than one person in a room, it'll never answer, even if the ghost is in the same room as the spirit box. If it says response to everyone, it doesn't, it will respond even when there's multiple people. So if you're playing multiplayer, you should always kick out, you should make sure to like isolate real quick, get people to leave so that one person is using the spirit box, which can make it a little bit more tricky. It can actually be kind of a hard evidence to get properly in multiplayer, because sometimes you're just forgetting that you need to isolate, and then you won't actually get spirit box. All right, anyway, we got spirit box, so we should actually spin for another item, because that is done now. We're gonna see, what do we get? We get dots. All right, that's gonna be a hard room to get dots in, because it's a very big room. Now, another thing you can do, which we will do real quick, even though we just spun, little trick, I mean, you probably already knew this, but it's cool, that if you want to get audios, you can actually get an audio of the spirit box response. You can turn it on, and then turn this on, and then go, where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Obviously, you gotta move it around if it doesn't respond. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Can be a little annoying. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? What the hell?
Can't find me.
Can't find me? Yo, that's fucking creepy, bro. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Yo, you're being so fucking annoying right now. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Oh my god, it moved over here again, you piece of shit. Oh, where are you? Well, I guess I'm getting EMF5 now. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you... A good example that even the tier 3 can be a piece of shit sometimes, because if the ghost is roaming out of the area, you're not gonna get shit. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you fucking kidding me? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you?
Slips away.
Fucker, that's me. Piece of shit, where are you? Are you here? Are you kidding me? Where are you? Are you close? Are you friendly? Fucking answer me! Answer me! Where are you? Fuck you, man! Where are you? Are you here? Are you close?
Get away.
Where are you?
Get away.
Finally! Jesus Christ, that was annoying. Oh my god. Holy shit. You would not expect that to be such a pain in the ass with the tier 3 spirit box, but there you go. Alright, so we actually got the perfect 2 items to start off with, because it's both spirit box and EMF 5. There you go. So EMF is hard to rule out, and it's kind of one of those, I mean, obviously in this challenge, we need to rule out and then move on. In reality, you would just be using everything, like, kind of interchangeably, but I made it a little bit more spicy to change it up. I can obviously do a guide on eliminating evidence without this part, without the, like, wheel challenge, but I just thought it would be fun. But yeah, so the EMF is just one of those items you just throw in the area, and then every time you get some interaction, you just run over there with the EMF to check what the value is of the EMF that just happened. Okay, so we're gonna spin the wheel. Let's see what we don't... So it can't be ghost orbs, and it can't be UV. So if we get either of those, we're gonna spin again. So let's see. It will be writing book, and then so we have writing book and dots again, right? Writing book and dots. That's totally fine. Let's go. Luna Cat with the 44. Yeah, I'm ditching the EMF now. So we have no more spirit box, no more EMF. We got writing book and we got dots now. And we're probably gonna get hunted real soon. We're at 60% sanity right now. I'll take some salt to rule out Wraith, I guess. Which Wraith is also dots, so we'll see how that turns out. That was the I'm telling you, the tier 1 spirit box can be potentially the worst item sometimes, because in this situation, imagine having the tier 1. We would have actually never gotten shit to happen. It would have been a total disaster. Also, we just smacked that door, interestingly enough. So that would be where you like run over there with the EMF, quickly check to what the EMF is. But anyway, this is cheating. We're not allowed to use that anymore. I don't see cold breath here. This is kind of a shitty room for dots, to be fair. I think like that might be decent. Not the best though. Oh. Touching the door. Can you give us a... I don't need this anymore, actually. Okay, interesting. That's very heavy twins energy what just happened there, by the way. So it was touching stuff over here, and then suddenly it's touching stuff over here. Kinda wacky, if you ask me. Airball? Oh, weird. Alright, buddy. So twins would be freezing, which is the only evidence we don't have right now. We have writing and we have dots, but no freezing. Can you give us a sign, please? Which would also kind of maybe explain a little bit why it was so annoying. Because when it was touching something, it might have not actually been in that area, which meant I was not going to get a spirit box response there. Yeah, the car is blocking dots. I guess I could place it, like, there, maybe? Just to have, like, one area at least covered with it. It's definitely not ideal. Yo, hello. Hi. Oh, man. I regret my words and my deeds. I deleted it because I was like, I can override it with the ghostwriting, and then it was too short. Alright, do it again, please. Encore, please. Go again. Don't make me grab a firelight here. Actually, isn't crucifix audio also 10? I think it is. We could also do ghost hunt audio. Let's see. So if it's twins, it's going to be faster. We could do hunt. We haven't actually really done hunting during this, which just goes to show, like, how different, like, the regular game is from how I often play. The main way to survive in this game is not to become a looping god who can loop without a smudge stick around a fucking tiny picnic table. The way to survive in this game is to fucking not get hunted. Because if you don't get hunted, you don't get killed. It's simple as that. So put yourself in situations where you're safe by using crucifixes. You can use smudge sticks to prevent the ghost from hunting for a little bit. You can keep your sanity high with sanity pills, or just using the lights properly. Like, there's so many things you can do that I guess I don't really show you properly very often, because I tend to play in... Because I kind of enjoy, obviously, the more crazy strats and the, like, no sanity challenges, stuff like that, because it leads to fun gameplay. But especially early, when you're just getting into this game, that's not how you should play the game. So, I guess, don't copy that behavior immediately. Just get used to the regular evidence first. So, if you have a crucifix, especially if you have tier 1 crucifixes, I'd honestly use them more as a way to... Oh, okay, buddy. To, like, secure an area rather than use them to try and prevent all hunts. In this situation, or that was a good example, I am in this area. I don't want the ghost to... Yeah, it could be Wraith, actually, as well. I don't want the ghost to constantly be... Or to be hunting close to me, So I'm going to place a crucifix where I don't want it to hunt. That's a really good use case for the crucifix, is to place it in an area where you don't want the ghost to hunt, because it's going to stop the ghost from hunting. You're not placing it necessarily... Okay, buddy, can you fucking relax, man? I should actually do audio for that, by the way. I'm going to grab the other one. Oh shit. I can't fucking see. There we go. Trying to get this here. Also, this might tell us that it could easily be a Wraith here. Yeah, what was I saying? Did I finish what I was trying to say? What I was trying to say was, you can secure an area for yourself. So in this situation, this is my zone. Ghost, fuck off out of my zone. I'm placing a crucifix here to protect my zone. Because I don't want the ghost to start hunting here when I'm standing here and then kill me. Especially if you play with lower grace periods, like if you've used the Cursed Possession, which lowers the grace period. Not necessarily, it only lowers the grace period if you use it to cause a hunt. But, alright, this does seem like it could be a Wraith, so I'm going to quickly grab some salt here. And we'll use that to maybe rule out the Wraith. You can see, I mean, I'm not using the evidence as freely as I would use it usually. Like, this is not... Because the evidence items really shine. I can do that next time. We can do like an all maps professional video or something like that. Because the evidence items really shine when you combine all of them. When you combine all of them to, like, find the ghost room quickly with the thermo, and then place the writing book and the dots in the ghost room, and make sure you're using the spirit box properly, all that stuff. That's when you can go really fast, and you will get all the evidence before the ghost even has a chance to hunt ever. Okay, dude. There you go. It was 10. Nice. Okay, so it either seems like this has become the ghost room, or it is just a very annoying Wraith. It's not a Wraith. Okay, well, it seemed to have changed ghost room then. Could be a spirit. I should... Spirit box or spirit is writing, no? Yeah, it is. Interesting. I have this still. Alright, not a Wraith. Is any of this good for you guys, actually? I don't think so. Oh, shit. Hey! Okay, this is not really gonna do anything for me. It's gonna be so slow now. Alright, I'm just gonna smudge it. We smudged it at 8:15. So now that I've smudged it, if it's a spirit, it's not gonna hunt for 3 minutes. So this will allow us to check whether or not it's a spirit or not. Alternatively, it could just write in the book. Or, I guess we're gonna say, since we know it's not a Wraith because it's stepped in the salt, we're going to ditch the dots, and we're going to get a new item, which could, I mean, we could just say, give me the fucking the thermo, because it's the only item that matters here, because everything else would just be a waste of time, so let's do that. I mean, obviously we could also just wait for 3 minutes to see if it doesn't hunt, but let's just use the fucking item. Much word for life, thank you for the 36, thank you. Yeah, so Twins was kind of what it was acting like before, but then I guess it just changed Ghost Room at the perfect time when I also changed my area. Oh! Okay. So this is a good example of how this is such a confusing map sometimes, because this is the entrance. This is the dining. Oh! Well, hello then. Turns out it was a spirit after all. After all we've been through. What are we doing here? We need to get it to blow out a firelight. I can get the photo of this writing. I did not get a photo of EMF yet. Am I allowed to quickly do that, chat? I'm gonna do it. No matter what you say. Actually, I'll just do this instead. That seems way better. No, it's a duplicate, you motherfucker! Fuck you, man. Stupid ass duplicate ghost of it. Okay, videos, that's not happening. So, yeah. So we got all the evidence there, by the way. Once again, we did actually get some hunts, though. You see that shit? We survive. We know how to live. I mean, the best way to just live is crucifixes and smudge sticks. Especially when the ghost hunts, a smudge stick is really going to keep you alive. They work both as prevention as well as protection. Alright, there you go. So, writing, once again, goes to show, can take a while. It can just be really annoying. You can it's really slow to rule that out. Just takes fucking forever. It's one of those that you just kind of place in the ghost room and forget about. And you just need to make sure that... Oh, there's tarot cards? Alright, we should check if it's going to be Hanged Man or High Priestess, just for the memes. It's one of those that you need to just always move to the ghost room, but besides that, you don't really do anything with it. As I said, you can... Oh, well, got trolled. You can die with a Hanged Man, but alright then. Alright, well, should have just left, I guess. There you go, chat. You happy? You happy, chat? There you go. Goodbye. Fuck, man. Good night. Good night, Coral. What was I even saying? Oh, yeah, you can get writing or you can get writing faster if you remove all items from the room. Fun fact, this is something that I learned from DK himself. On the first year anniversary, I played with DK. It's the only time I think DK has ever really done any like public gameplay like that. I played with DK and he taught me that trick. He was like, we should remove all the items from the ghost room and it is more likely to write in the book. That's a dev trick right there for you. All right, well, it turns out I died because fucking tarot cards are troll. So we're gonna move on. Let's do Grafton. That's gonna be a hard map if we don't get some decent items here. So let's hope, preferably, that we get... This would be a great time to give me the thermo, please. Please? UV light? Not very good, but we can rule it out quick, so we might be able to swap fast. Give me EMF. Okay, all right. UV EMF is really could have been a whole lot worse than that, so I'm gonna take that, as well as spin for the believers. Killed by chat. If you didn't say it, I would have just left. All right, Goryo's already on there, so that's not. Get out of here. We spin again. Are you fucking kidding? Oh, no, it's on. Oh, Onryo is also on there, isn't it? Hey, excuse me. What the hell, man? All right, Phantom. Will it be a Phantom? There you go. Damn troll. Oh, baby. Yeah, I died outside of the house because I was just trying to get rid of all the cards to see if there was any fun thing in there. Turns out, yes, there was. Surprise! They'll need to see your blood moon on Grafton. I've had one. Very cool. 30% believers this. Oh shit. Alrighty. We got Robin here. Alrighty. Do we think this is a good challenge, by the way? I think it's pretty good. I think the main thing I didn't anticipate with this challenge is that, what did we get again? UV, right? Is that finding the ghost room becomes a lot harder if you're not allowed to use everything. That's the main thing. But you can, I guess you could do, like, allow you to use, you could change it slightly by allowing yourself to use, like, the thermo for the first, like, 3 minutes of the game, and then stop using it soon after, because that way you won't get freezing, but you'll still find the ghost room quick, but that might be a little weird. It's just that, it's not as useful at teaching you how to properly use the evidence items, because a big part of using the evidence items properly is to make sure you're in the ghost room, which becomes harder. Sorry, there's some cat hair. When you only have dots on writing book, you know? So yeah, that's the thing. But besides that, I think it definitely makes it spicier. But I could also just do, like, next week, we could do a professional all maps or something like that. That would really teach you how to use all the evidence items properly. Although I still think it shows you well, like, just confirming an evidence and then ruling it out, as just considering that to be an option is really important to know. Like, it's not a game about clicking 3 boxes and knowing it's a demon. It's a game about investigating all these different pieces of evidence. And sometimes that's why this is a feature where you can rule out an evidence. This didn't used to always be in the game, but it's a really nice feature where if you know something doesn't occur, that can be just as much information as knowing something does occur. You know? Like, it gives almost the same information. Like, look at this. Knowing it's not Spirit Box versus knowing it is Spirit Box. Yes, it's slightly less information, but it's still like half-half either way. Oh, I heard something downstairs, I think. Perfect time to use your ears and then confirm it with the EMF. Let's see, there you go. That's like a beautiful showcase of using the EMF. How I would use it to find the ghost room. We're gonna turn on some lights. One of those maps where it's really, is that a bone? Once again, the Lego bone. I know this is not, I don't know what bone this is, but it just reminds me of like a little Lego hand at the top here. That's what I call it. Let's see. It did not touch any light switch or something, so we can't really do shit. No. Yes. The Ulna. I don't even know what that is. Alright, so probably in that area. We're gonna grab all the items to get some media here. It's in your arm, alright. It's a trombone, of course. Oh! Well, well, well! Excuse me? Are you fucking trolling me? You piece of shit. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, I picked it up right at the end. It took so long for that to show up. Alright, we get EMF. Very nice. I did not take the photo, but I did get the audio, which is way more important because EMF 5 isn't actually a photo. Can you give us a sign? Oop. Okay, so now we can immediately move on with another. Oh, touching a door? That's where it's really good to have a combination of both of these. Wait, what? Fuck. Check for EMF, confirm which door it is, and then check with UV to confirm that there's no fingerprints. So this situation, we know it should not be UV unless, oh, EMF 5 again. It turned off this light. Unless it is an Obake. So we're going to grab Salt real quick to fully confirm that. Alright, it's going. This ended up being a really good combo of evidence items here, which is nice. Madison, thank you for the 5. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna grab this and a candle. And then also a lighter, of course, and a smudgy might as well. Oh, this is professional mode. Professional mode with limited evidence items. We spin a wheel to get new ones. Place that there. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna place salt in like bottlenecks, like that, and like that, and that. Assuming it's gonna be in this area, that should be very nice. Can you give us a sign? Hello? Hello? We don't know what the evidence item is yet, right? I wanna quickly check. It is... Oh yeah, Lewis made the ducky. We finally met the duck creator. The legend, the man, the myth, the legend. If you didn't see that video yet. Oh my god, this is another tarot card run. Are you kidding me here? We're gonna die again? didn't see the videos with Lewis yet, you gotta see it. You did not step in the salt yet. So this situation where you could be... We could just be in the wrong room. I think I'm gonna grab the motion sensor. We should use the motion sensor trick more often then to just confirm. Like in this situation, you would just walk around all these rooms real quick with the thermo to just be like, all right, I know which room it is, and then you put the stuff in the right room. Because what's happening now sometimes is that I mean, which I guess is part of the challenge, but it makes the evidence items less effective if you're not putting them in the right place, you know? So we're gonna grab this, and then another crucifix, just in case it's in a different area. Yeah, I can roll for another item or another evidence, you're right. Because we don't need EMF anymore, because we already got that. Let's see what we get. We get perfect! Perfect! Alright, well there you go. We get a thermo. Thank you so much, game. That's exactly what I wanted. But then I don't need this crucifix, because I'll just place the other one in the right spot. Alright, here we go. I just wanted to get the EMF photo still. I will still take the EMF photo, you can't stop me. Virginia, thank you for the 3 months. All right, let's see. So now this is actually one of those maps where it's kind of more difficult to use the thermo because the different rooms have different temperatures based on the weather condition. Let's see. So these rooms I think are considered to, this one is also considered to be inside? No, right? No, these are all considered to be outside. So the outside temperature right now is 14. Let me actually, I think it's then, I guess it's gotta be entryway. I was just making sure that the, oh! Yeah, it was freezing. Freezing in the entryway. Well, hello. So you can check what the outside temperature is supposed to be like by using it outside. So here, for example, we know the baseline temperature is gonna be 14. So in Grafton specifically, a lot of the rooms that have like broken windows are gonna have the same temperature as outside. So you need to make sure that whatever weather it is, you know what that temperature's like. So in this situation, I mean, we know it's there, but let's just assume we didn't. We know, even though this is colder than you would expect it to be like 20 degrees. You gotta remember that the windows are broken here, so it's same temperature as outside, which is 14 degrees. So it's here, in the entrance, we have ourselves freezing temperatures. There you go. We get EMF 5 and freezing. All right. I'm gonna place that, and that now. So now we can also do this. Now it might be just a shade then. Oh, big stompies. So we grab UV and we hover over the whole area where it was no UV. Now we can rule it out guaranteed. So definitely not a gin. There you go. What are the evidence items we have right now? I'm a little lost in the sauce. We have UV, we still have, right? So we're gonna rule out UV now, say bye-bye UV, and then we're gonna move on. So we're gonna get another one. What do we get? Spirit box would actually be amazing. Thank you so much for the spirit box. All right, perfect. The spirit box is gonna be for twins now, right? Yes. Once again, it's stomping. We're going to check, because that could explain why it was kind of everywhere all at once. I love how fog on this map is just by far the best weather if you want to actually see what the fuck is going on, because it's so bright. We're gonna grab nothing really else, I guess these. Why not? Yeah, shade does seem very, very possible. This is so rigged. It is? Why is it rigged? Because you're not winning, is that why? Oh, hello. Quickly want to take that. Now we turn it off. I should check for spirit box. Oh shit. Oh, you bitch. Actually, that's perfect. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? There you go. Well. No shade. That's not a win. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close to them? Here you go, spirit box response. Could we get a candle blowout real quick? Mr. Twin, not a believer win. Tragic. Use the crucifix or blow out the candle. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1. You're stomping over there now, bitch. That's not supposed to be what you do here. I can smudge you real quick. Try to get some activity out of you. Bada bing, bada boom. Nothing. We have prevented from hunting with the crucifix. Alright, whatever. Your neighbor just came down because you were playing my video stream too loud. And the thump, thump, thump was shaking the walls. What the hell? Dude, that is... I am glad to not have neighbors that complain about noise anymore. That shit was awful, especially as a streamer. Is there some... Oh, there's a ghost right there. The base. The ghost event noise is making their wall shake. I feel like... Are they hearing me right now? Hey, neighbor! Leave them alone, please! They're just watching the stream, alright? Here, there you go. You're welcome. Anyway, twins, get the fuck out of here. My cat heard that. Dude, there's gotta be one neighbor that's just like, what the fuck just happened? Alright, so, I mean, that was a classic, just, we found all the evidence, right? So we were gone. We were out of there, 11 minutes. Crazy, I was not gonna expect that Grafton, out of all maps, was gonna be the fastest map so far. Alright, let's go to potentially the hardest map. This is where, we might have to do some hunting strats. Let's do Camp Woodwind. I almost always skip Camp Woodwind. I'm feeling kind of spicy today. I mean, the whole challenge is kind of spicy, so let's do Camp Woodwind included. Here we go. We get thermo. Okay, all right. The one map where thermo is the least useful, we start with a thermo. I guess I get to at least show you why it's so annoying. Plus, dots. 1 pixel of dots. You piece of crap. All right, whatever. All right, dots and thermo. At least the thermo is in there, which is very good. And then we need to spin. Can we finally get a fucking win for this? Banshee is new, right? All right, Banshee. Add it to the wheel. Camp Woodwind, here we come. Let's do it. Spooky time. You have 666,000 points. What the fuck? Sometimes cats. Let's see if they're right here. Can I snatch one? Look at this man. Yes, ever. Yo, dude, look at him. He's so chill. Hello. You wanna go somewhere? Look at this guy. Look at that face. He so doesn't give a shit. Well, he's kind of like, let me go, father. Alright, there you go. I love when he goes baby mode. Look at that ball. Hey. Goodbye, sir. Cats are adorable. Anyway, let's play some games. Hairball event. We got Susan Winter. Is it gonna be snowing? That would be very fitting. Oh shit, it's canon. Canon event, guys. Get ready. It was dots, right? Dots and thermo? Or, wait, right? I think so. Yes. Dots and thermo. Okay, so why is this map kind of annoying, specifically for the thermo? It's kind of similar why Grafton can be a little annoying, because the temperature around this map is largely unaffected by the ghost and the breaker. It's cold fucking everywhere, especially when you have, like, snowfall. The whole map is gonna be below 5 degrees. It's gonna be 5.8 like everywhere. So if you do find a room that's like 1 degree or freezing, or you get just a ghost to immediately do something like that. Excuse me there. Oh, I'm not gonna get it in time. I'm grabbing this. All right, well, we can actually rule out Shade here because Shades cannot do ghost events when you're at 100% sanity. So bye-bye, paid actor. That does really help me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, we also have tarot cards again. God damn it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Over there, take a photo, and then get... Nice. All right. Dude, this is Oni potentially. I don't really know, but it's going kind of nutty. Okay. So, I mean, this is going to be helpful if it's a very active ghost. Let's see if any of these rooms here is specifically cold. Or, like, especially cold, I should say. Get farmed. Not a phantom, that's for sure. So you can see they're all kind of 5 degrees. Especially if we did not have the thermo here, we would have had a hard time confirming the ghost room. But even with it, you have a hard time confirming the ghost room. I mean, it's 3 degrees in the hallway. So, could be that. Or maybe picnic. 4.6 here. I feel like it's probably this here, which is like a separate room. 3 degrees here. At least for now, the ghost seems to be there mostly. So we're gonna place dots. Not the best. Maybe up there? Wait a minute. What the fuck is happening there? Excuse me. Can I make that somehow work? Wait a minute. So, new strats. Watch this. Pause it. Holy shit, kind of? Not really. Actually? That kind of works somewhat. Probably not the best spot to put it, but whatever. Alright, let's grab the other one. Place dots on the ground. Yeah, that doesn't work that well for the tier 3. I'm grabbing this too. I think this is gonna be better, like over here. On the side of this. And then pointing to that. Yeah, oh wait, that's already perfect. Watch that. There you go. Alright, so this whole middle area here is kind of covered now. Excuse me! What the fuck? Crazy ass ghost. Catch. Fucking what? Guess not. We get a ghost, translucent ghost, and a regular ghost. I did not get any. These are the evidence items we have right now. I obviously can't confirm. Excuse me. Bro. What? Wild shit going on here? So much singing. What? How much sanity drop there? Okay, that's quite a lot of sanity. That gives me immediately, like, Oni or Banshee vibes. Because that's a lot of sanity dropped. I didn't touch the ghost event outside of that one, right? Or did one other one touch me as well? Can you give me a sign? It was definitely sinking there. Wasn't it? I thought it was. Can you give me a sign? Banshee would be... dots, yeah. Can you do the dots? 3 degrees. I mean, let's just check around more then, because if it is a Banshee, it doesn't even have to be in that area whatsoever. It could just be somewhere else, like back here, maybe. 2 degrees back here. Although it's hard that if the ghost roams a lot. Okay, actually. It's a perfect showcase of why this map is annoying, especially when it's snowing. Because you don't get shit. The ghost just feels like it's everywhere. Also, nice bone. Floating ass bone. Burp. Did I already take the shadow ghost as well? Holy shit, singing again. Let's walk into the ghost here and then check my sanity. I mean, that's crazy. All right, I think Oni or Banshee is almost guaranteed here. So I guess one hunt will tell us. It will be either of those. Could totally be an Oni, so don't get too attached yet. Because I think Banshee is on there, but Oni isn't. Burp. I'm gonna turn on some of these lights to get some more coverage during the hunt. Okay, I cannot place anything on this table for some reason. Don't know why. I can, however, place the dots there, but alright then. Place it there again and get it to go the other way. Wait. Oop, pause it. Kind of. Yo, okay! Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Alright, dots is done. We know it's dots. Wait. This could be very good. Okay, I'm spinning. Don't kill me. Ah, it's singing again. It's singing non-fucking stop, bro. Spirit box. Alright. I'm gonna try and walk into the ghost again. I walked into it again. Don't kill me right now. Let's see. So we were at 45 or something. We walked into a singing Banshee, and bada bing, bada boom, we lose another 20% because 5% of just like being in the shadow, and then 5% extra of it being a Banshee. I mean, we barely, this is not really a proper, like, using the evidence item to find the ghost situation, but we're gonna say that the dots helped. The dots helped a little bit. I think we're out of here. We're out. The spirit box doesn't help me for figuring out a Banshee, and I don't want to keep the believers from getting their due diligence for too long. There you go, baby! You deserve that one. It's been a struggle because that was quite a few games in a row with no wins. Let me see. I'm checking the summary. We have 40% were believers. 40% of the people were believers. Yeah, but that's still though 600k for an all-in right there. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ghosts on the wheel. Goddamn. There you go, guys. All right, so now we reset the wheel and we go again. And we also, of course, reset the item wheel and we get more, but let's start with the ghost spin wheel. All right, Banshee was actually the last spin too there. Look at that. Nice. All right, what do we get? Brand new spins. It can be anything. Will it be a Raichu? Alrighty, Raichu. And what will the evidence be that we get to use? I think we're going back to Tanglewood. I think we need a Tanglewood again. EMF, very good. And then EMF and Thermo. Thermo. I'm gonna be forever grateful. Oh shit! Well, let's go, dude. Nice, exactly what I wanted. Finally, all right, and on Tanglewood, it's a dream come true. My dream come true. Let's go. Paid actor. Oh, and it's also Heavy Rain. Imagine Blood Moon. Hey, Casey, what's up? Mimic incoming. I'm something's happening to the YouTube vids. Seems purged. What? I don't know what you mean. Is YouTube having trouble? Lucky, thank you for the city. Alrighty. I heard thunder, I think. It's heavy rain, but I think I heard some thunder, which means it can be a blood moon. God damn it. Alright. Thermo, EMF. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful start. We got Catherine Robinson. Yo, what a fancy ass name. Catherine Robinson. That sounds like the... like an explorer or something. Long name, yeah. Okay, so first things first, even with these good items, and especially with these good items when you have the thermal, you want to turn on the breaker as soon as possible. Because it's going to help you get the temperature up everywhere where it's not the ghost room. And then you can kind of immediately start using it. You do have to keep in mind that it's going to be cold for a bit. Wait, I did that probably, right? Oh, it's, well, okay. The one time we get the best items, you're gonna give me mirror? Oh, you're also gonna just give me instant activity. Turns out. You're gonna turn on, off the light switch, excuse me. On the light switch. Is that twin? We can't see it. That seemed like heavy fucking twin energy there. Did you hear the... It did like one door touch into an instant throw. I don't know. Alright, well, we should grab the other thing here. This one. That's probably in there. I was gonna use the mirror, because the mirror tells you where the ghost room is. That's why it's so good. Especially with... if you're struggling to... If you have a really roamy ghost, you can use it multiple times during the same investigation to keep reconfirming where the ghost is. It's so useful. Excuse me! Why did you do that? That is rude. I do not like. My last vid is showing you 3 months ago? What do you mean? I think your YouTube might be a little borked. Breaker off, yeah. I did not do that though, right? So it's not a chin. One of those other classic ones. No ginos. No gin. And it turned on the light in the kids' room. Very true. Okay, I can't grab anything. I always want to run over here and grab some more shit, but we're not doing that. We're grabbing these guys. Seems like it's in this hallway. And it's touching like in a large area around it. Whoop. Now, the whole restricted... I don't know if you guys followed the whole saga. The whole YouTube view drama issue, whatever the hell. People originally were saying that it might have something to do with restricted mode. It's definitely not that. It's just that YouTube... I don't think it's even anything YouTube changed. I just think ad blocks evolved to try and get around YouTube's restrictions. And by doing whatever the fuck they changed in their system... They made it so that people that use adblock don't show up as views anymore. So what you saw in the stats, and I confirmed this in my stats as well, on like the 10th of August specifically, suddenly all desktop users take a massive nosedive because desktop users are no longer counted for views. That's it. So if you use an adblocker, you don't exist anymore for YouTube's sake at least. Which, so yeah, that's the main thing. No phantom. If that counted at least. It did count. And I did also get the audio. Alright, so we need to confirm this evidence. Let's see. It takes a while for Thermo to actually be able to be confirmed. Yeah, I'm a heavy YouTube Premium user. I love YouTube Premium. I think there's also features on mobile that are, like, locked behind Premium, like downloading videos, and I think even like having a YouTube video play while you're using another app is also like behind that, right? Which is kind of silly because that should be like a base feature, to be honest. All right, 1 degree, so anything below 1 is going to be freezing, and if you get it to be right around 1 for a while, it usually is going to be not freezing. Okay, give me. There you go. Yeah, so that was the main thing. Another thing that I have heard zero YouTubers talk about, which has been like an insane, it was a huge change for me personally. But I guess it only applies to YouTube live streamers, which we're a rare breed. There's like 5 YouTube live streamers and that's all. But if you're one of those and for some reason you're listening right now, in I think it was February, YouTube completely changed the way that YouTube live streams are handled. It used to be that YouTube live streams, after they were done, were getting suggested like regular videos to people. So they would get quite a bit of views after the live stream stopped. From one day to the next, in February, they completely turned that off. They made it so that YouTube live streams do not at all get recommended anymore. Specifically through something called suggested videos, which I don't know what the fuck that even is. I think that's like up next and stuff like that, where it like shows you like a little bar of videos you should play next. And you should click those. So I just completely removed those. Was it freezing there? I actually was kind of lost in thought. So yeah, I think that actually reduced my views by like 30% on my entire channel. It was brutal. It's crazy how oh yeah, you're right. How like YouTube just deciding from one day to the next to change something. I mean, I'm fine. It's just something you gotta accept as a YouTuber that YouTube will just change things. That's why I was not upset at all with this like desktop thing that happened, because that shit was peanuts compared to what happened in February for me personally. And I'm just like, it's just something you gotta expect, that like things will change all the time and you just gotta have fun. You just gotta have fun doing what you do. Why would they do that? I mean, honestly, it's kind of been a blessing in disguise, because I used to get like 100 different people constantly saying that my videos were re-uploads because they just got non-stop recommended my YouTube live streams instead of my videos. So they would watch my YouTube live streams thinking they were just like bespoke videos, and then they would watch like a real video and then be like, what the fuck, I've already seen this. But that basically does not happen anymore, because almost no one watches the VODs, which is fine. Like the VODs are there just for people that like were watching the live stream and had to leave halfway through and then want to continue watching where they left off. Or for people that are like super active in what we're doing here and just want to see everything as soon as I play it. Because it takes a while for me to turn the VODs into videos, because I'm only uploading one video every day, and sometimes I'm making multiple videos in one stream. So then if I make 2 videos in one stream, it's gonna take me 2 days to upload both of those videos. So sometimes I upload 2 videos in a day, because otherwise I'd just get behind forever. But anyway, we have freezing, so we're gonna spin again to get a new item here, because freezing is off the table. Also, some people prefer VOD, so I'm glad they stay. But there you go, spirit box. That's actually really, dude, we're getting like the fucking perfect setup here. Let's go, dude. Spirit box. I also think that like stream VODs, I mean, depends on what streamer. Like some streamers are just quiet sometimes, which not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but I'm a yapper, that's for sure. Like the way I do my streams is kind of like, I don't have to do that much when it comes to turning them into YouTube videos, outside of just like cutting things down sometimes, because I don't stop talking ever. So like the YouTube streams kind of feel like videos. So that's why people were confusing my streams for videos, because they feel very similar. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you French? So now, once again, I mean, I did kind of just ditch the thermo, but I'm gonna just show you how important the thermo is. I guess we could use the mirror. You just want to confirm, is this still the ghost room? And then you want to use your equipment properly. So in this case, we know, like, if I go here, it's gonna be like 20. If I go here, it's gonna be like 19. If I go here, it's gonna be high. You just wanna check like every room surrounding the room you're checking. So in this case, for example, this one is 14. It's very important that we just saw that. Let me actually use the mirror here to confirm. Maybe it will actually be nursery now. No, it's still hallway. So the mirror is just so fucking good there. Because now we know it's this, and then we can spam this. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Are you pizza? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? All right, I am never using this again. There you go. So that is a perfect example of easily being able to rule out Spirit Box when you get a ghost event. If you get a ghost event, you're standing on top of the ghost and you ask a bunch of questions, you get no response while like the response bar is going red, red, red. You know, boom, you're out. So now we're moving on. That's why ghost events can be so useful. All right, video cam now. Let's go. Also, I should check my sanity because I did just use the mirror, which could be kind of scary. Let's see. We have 50% sanity. I haven't actually used sanity pills at all this round, which sanity pills, by the way, especially if you play single player, are one of the most powerful things in the entire game. As soon as you see you're getting around 50, you just pop a sanity pill, because the best place to be when it comes to sanity is right between like 70 and 50, because it is safe for getting hunted for most ghosts, while you still get the nice benefit of having more activity than if you were like at 80% or higher, because that's when like the activity really takes a big hit, because it's just too high sanity for the ghost to do much. All right, we're gonna take this, and then I was taking a video cam, right? We just got video cam. Let's go. Here we go. Let us see. Also, I don't know if you saw this part of the drama, but has he said anything at this point? Anyone know Spiffing Brit? Not to be confused with Astral Spiff, who is different. They're both Spiffs, but they're different. He makes like videos on YouTube, or glitches in video games or YouTube view hacks or whatever the fuck. I don't really know. He hasn't done that in a while, I think. But he actually made like a video that was like, there is nothing wrong with YouTube, nothing has changed, which is completely wrong. It is absolutely changed. Like clearly, if you look at everybody's stats on August 10th, everything stays the same except desktop views just go down the fucking dumpster. But he hasn't like retracted the video at all. Like, I don't really dip my toes in drama, but I thought that was a bit of a yikes. You're just completely wrong and everybody is pointing it out and you're just like, well, let me just pretend that I'm not wrong and just keep the video up. I thought that was a bit of a yikes. But anyway, I mean, at least like pin a comment. Like you can leave the video up but pin a comment knowing that maybe he did at this point. I haven't watched in a few days. Didn't that annoy Markiplier? Wait, did Markiplier make a video about this now? Are we getting more drama? Wait, it broke this light, by the way. I didn't even see that. Wait, did Markiplier make a video about the fucking YouTube desktop? Ah, there's orbs! Wait, I just saw it. Mark E. Plier, I mean, of course. I'm backing up. Yeah, it's just as simple as them not counting Apple. I think that is pretty... Hello. I think the consensus is just adblock has changed the way it works, which is why YouTube says they didn't change anything, because adblock changed it. Adblock changed how they counteract YouTube's YouTube like preventing adblock. All right, buddy. Which is why YouTube hasn't actually changed anything. Okay, buddy. Wrong Spiff. No, Astral Spiff is the challenge runner and like FNAF YouTuber, horror YouTuber, awesome guy. Okay, what? We have orbs. We have freezing. We have no spirit box. So we have actually potential for rev. Wasn't that the ghost here? Sorry, I've been so fucking out of it with all this yapping. We should spin again, because we just got orbs, so we can get another one. Oh, we had Raichu. It was close. Wait, is that in here? No, right? Dots? We did have Raichu. Ah, it's not on here. Wait, actually? Well, we do have freezing and ghost orbs, but we didn't have spirit box. It is what it is. Oh. Well. Oh, it is actually slow. It's a Hantu. Or. Oh, it is a Hantu. Alright, well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway then. I'm gonna smudge you. Okay, well, apparently not. I'm gonna just... Wait, touch that door. I could have gotten door touch there after the hunt. Interesting. I quickly want this bone photo. Bone photo, pick it up. Adblocker changes. Used to have backend code to avoid ads, which then leads to YouTube not regular. Yeah, I mean, that's what I just said, yeah. Something with adblock not allowing you, or changing its way of blocking ads, which now makes YouTube not count those views anymore. Which doesn't fucking matter. That's why the reason why this one in particular was a complete nothing burger for me personally is because it clearly, whatever it was, didn't change like your actual revenue, because it doesn't, like, ad block people are not monetized anyway. So I saw a dip in views but no dip in revenue, so I was like, well, whatever, I guess. That was a pretty long game because we were yapping. That was 0 abilities because it doesn't have one. And many ghost events. So yeah, Hantu is forced freezing, by the way. I mean, we're playing 3 evidence, so it's always going to be freezing. And as you saw, it did not speed up at all during that entire hunt, which is the Hantu thing. It's just always based on the temperature. So if you just keep the breaker turned on, you're gonna have a really easy time against the Hantu. Hantu is only really dangerous if you're doing like a no evidence, no sanity challenge, or if you're just lazy. If you're lazy and never turning on the breaker, or if you're playing on a big map where it's really, really fucking annoying to turn on the breaker, because like they're always gonna be super far apart. And the Hantu does turn off the breaker more often than other ghosts. All right, will it be a Dio? We have Dio, Raichu, Mimic, and now we need to spin for evidence items. All right, give me... That was a really good set of evidence items. I would love another one of those, please. UV light is fine. UV light is fine. What else? Thermo! Okay, all right, beautiful. Thermo UV, exactly as the doctor ordered. Let's go to... Willow. Let's do it. Beautiful. Thermo UV. Kept getting adult ads. What the hell? I mean, ad blocker is borderline required if you're using the... Like, if you're browsing often. I don't browse at all. Like, I don't go to, like, news sites on my computer. I don't do that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if YouTube... Like, because YouTube Premium's main feature is, of course, blocking ads. I just, like... As a YouTuber, I am, like, morally required, I feel, to not use an ad blocker. And instead just use YouTube Premium, but you can do whatever the fuck you want. But, like, I'm not gonna block other YouTubers' ads, because that's how I fucking put food on my table, you know? We're done. We have Kenny Corrigan. Yeah, as a YouTuber, if I were blocking ads of other YouTube... Wait, I'm grabbing the wrong... No, I'm not grabbing the wrong thing. We need a UV. I would be blocking the ads of other YouTubers, that would feel bad. But as a viewer, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's just that that's why I have YouTube Premium. The 2 subscription services I use the most is YouTube Premium and Twitch Turbo, because those are the platforms I use the most, and both of them just prevent all ads. And so the only things I use that have ads on them, I have the service that removes ads, so I never get any, which is very nice. Because the way Twitch Turbo works as well, it's kind of like YouTube Premium, where it gives like, it counts as if you watch the ad for the streamer. So the streamer still gets, I think that's how it works. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I think very few people use YouTube Premium, even though that's why it was so crazy that Elon Musk really thought that he was gonna like not need any more ads on Twitter because he was gonna make people pay $8. Like, when has that ever worked? When has a subscription service that's optional ever offset ad income? Fucking never. But then he decided to make Twitter unusable unless you have the check mark. So I guess that was kind of a good move for money, but it completely ruined the platform and made it entirely unusable. So, unfortunate. This is the ghost room. Easy peasy. It's crazy. Oh. It's crazy that Twitter is like literally like the shittiest platform of all time. You'll see like something that's genuinely somewhat interesting. So you're like interested in the discourse around the like what is being said about this thing. And then all you get if you click on it is fucking grok, is this real? Because that's all that's at the top. It's like a bunch of fucking one-like Andys that are being massively ratioed with the worst fucking opinions of all time. It's all just rage bait, interaction, engagement bait bullshit. That's why I mean, I never really used Twitter, but I'm glad I never had to go down like... And I'm glad I never had Twitter withdrawals or something, that I had to stop using it. Because that must have been hard for some people that got like all their information from Twitter, just slowly seeing the platform become an absolute dumpster fire. So yeah, use it for fan arts. I mean, maybe you can make it fine. So we need to use these items, by the way. That's why I should grab this. I already have one of those. And then photo cam. Yeah, I barely use any social media. That's kind of like how you keep yourself kind of sane. Oh shit! Ah man, that's my bad. I should also look for UV on that. It's probably gonna be too slow. I should have taken a photo rather than placed the salt. I don't really know what I was thinking. I do get the feed though, so I guess it did work out in the end. So there you go. So you can place salt during a ghost. Excuse me. Alright, well, apparently this ghost is really active. Kind of scary. I should check once again. So we have UV, so we can already move on from using UV. Gonna be cold here still. Turn that shit off. 1 degree. Are we gonna have freezing too? Schmack plus fingies. So that's not a Ure smack, by the way. Ure smack is now slower than an insta smack. Okay, so UV. Hello. I did not get that. What is going? Okay then. We have. Oh, come on, man. Fuck you. Alright, so it's not a phantom, right? Because we took a ghost photo. Hantu would be unlikely if it's not going to be freezing. Let's check that again. I should also... Oh, well, there you go. It is freezing. Bro, the best items combination of all time. Alright, so now we get 2 new items because we are already done with both of these. So I'm gonna leave real quick to not get... You know, this could be Goryo actually, because it's kind of... Oh no, never mind, it can't be because we just got the freezing as well. Okay, let's see. We need to get new items. What do we get? Writing book. Alright. Writing book and EMF. Alright. Is that actually both even useful? Writing book, EMF. Let me see. Writing book will be demon. EMF will be Jinn. So they are very much usable. Nice. Hex carbon. Thank you for the 14 again. My book and EMF. My sanity is a little low, but not too much. Book EMF plus smudgy, just in case. Yeah, the other... I mean, I don't think anyone really uses Facebook anymore outside of, like, bots and your grandma. And I think it's more of a... Actually, it might be more of, like, an aunt thing. Like, your aunt still uses social media, or, like, Facebook. Because they got, like, into it. They didn't want to use it when it was, like, actually being used. But then, when it was, like, on the way out, they were like, all right, shit, I gotta keep up to date with things, so I'll get fucking Facebook. Aunties and unks, exactly. I don't know. Dude, we do absolutely live in a fucking clown world right now. It's crazy. It's crazy just like seeing people that are just like have more money than any of us in the chat combined right now being like the most insane human beings of all time. Like, it truly goes to show that people that have a lot of money are not, like, billionaires do not, there's a system in place that keeps people rich. It's not that billionaires are better at, like, they're not smarter and better. I mean, they might be above average smart, but they're not, like, infallible. It's just a lot of luck and a lot of fucking nepotism. It's not like a billionaire works a billion times harder than another person, basically. Can you give me a sign? Because some of the shit that, like... I mean, I guess Zuckerberg had a little bit of a flare-up. He got... His aura went up quite a bit. But did you guys see the fucking... the Facebook glass... The Meta glasses fucking... showcase? I actually had to stop watching it because it was the most painful shit I've seen in a while. It actually killed me. They were doing like a fucking live demo of their new, like, you know the Google glasses that failed like a long time ago? The Google glasses were so ahead of their time because it was kind of sick, like, but it failed completely because people were not into it at the time. I guess they're not into it right now as well. And then they were doing a live demo of what the thing can do, and it completely fails. And it was just so awkward, man. It's expensive. I don't even know the price. It just barely works. It's the Wi-Fi, guys. I don't know, man. I don't even want to use my phone. Why would I want to put my phone on my face? That shit's stupid. You know? Can you give me a sign? In general, dude, why have all those, like... Did you guys see the OpenAI? The OpenAI, like, ChatGPT 5 announcement thing? That was also, like, just a bunch of robots talking to each other. Like, there's something about when people get too rich that they just stop being human or something. Like, I don't know what goes on. But it's wild. Oh. Paranormal groaning. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. All right, we're not getting really EMF right here. And then the other thing we had, excuse me. Wait, what did we spin? Writing book. I did not place the writing book. Oh no, I did, but it's not doing it. Can you give me a sign? Oh shit. Hello. This ghost is kind of a little nutty. did turn off this thing. Yo, buddy, hello. That's kind of rude. You turn that off. We're not actually allowed to use it. Wait. Oh no, we are. We're not allowed to use UV and freezing anymore, technically, but it's we already have those confirmed, so that's not that big of a deal. Spirit box would have been nice, because then we could rule out or confirm mimic here. Dude, it might actually be a mimic, guys. Are you ready for this? What if it is? Chat goes crazy. I am going to just check if it's moving. I'm sorry. -2. I can't check for orbs right now. So this is a good example of this room is technically colder. However, I think this is actually the ghost room. Because this room being 5 degrees is way more sus than that room still being cold. Because the ghost, like, probably moved here and then is slowly making this room freezing. And this room is just, like, warming up slowly. I mean, it's still cold, so I don't know. Maybe it is just there. Can you give me a sign? Did you get it? It's crazy that, like, I love how we're going from one top. Are you kidding me? One topic from Phasmo to fucking billionaires being lizards. It's crazy that Zuckerberg was like all in on the metaverse for like fucking years and no one gave a single fuck. And then as soon as like AI comes by, he's like, oh shit, I can finally pivot to something that people actually give a shit about. It's crazy the amount of money that's just gotten completely wasted on that shit. Oh, well, hello. All right, that's kind of fucked up for the believers, but that's random. Just out of nowhere, EMF 5. All right. Okay, buddy. I can get audio. And not the other one. Okay, EMF 5 audio. Anything else we can take? Nope, we already got all that shit. All right, well, I'm out of here then. Goodbye. The metaverse was so embarrassing, dude. I watched like one of those videos. I forgot who it was. Probably, forgot. It was like someone who spent like a fucking month in the metaverse. Was it Burback? Eddie Burback? Probably Eddie Burback. That sounds like a thing he would do. You had a bad photo or whatever. Where he tried to log on to the metaverse every day for a full month, and this shit was the most like depressing, it's just wasteland of all time. It's so crazy. It's crazy because like you would like ask any normal human and go like, but that's because they think that they know better than normal humans. Like, if you ask a person, which to a certain degree, like, sometimes people don't know if they want something. Like, if you'd ask people before smartphones existed if they wanted exactly what a smartphone is, they'd be like, no, I'm fine with whatever I have right now. But that only goes so far. Like, to a certain degree, when people actively go like, no, I would hate this shit and I never want to do it. And then you try it, and people still go, no, I actively hate the shit, I never want to do it. You should eventually realize that maybe people don't want to fucking put a VR headset on to go to a fucking Zoom meeting that they could have also just done with a fucking webcam. Like, you know? Alright, EMF for our first one. And... video cam. Wait, that's actually really good. Holy shit. We started off with like writing book and dots, and now we're getting good shit. Let's go. I love it. We're gonna go original. Let's do it. Onryo will be in 200 years. So I've been playing Stellaris a lot, which is like a game about what if we could go faster than light, and it's like a strategy game where you have to like take over the universe. But they have a lot of things where it's like talking about what if, like what could happen in the future. And it's kind of fascinating to think about, like what kind of wild things might happen 2,000 years from now. What could be out there, you know? But it's a good game. It's massively bugged, especially if you play. Yeah, I did the latest DLC. Dude, I should have asked for a sponsor, to be honest, because I honestly would have loved playing that. Any Stellaris hats in the chat? I gotta show you a screenshot of my game. if you know Stellaris, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? How did you do this? Look at this fucking planet, bro. This is the most disgusting. I mean, it's pretty late in the game, but look at this fucking planet. It has 5,000, 6,000, 5,000 tech. Look at my stats here. 114,000 research. But look at the empire size. These numbers mean nothing. I'm only talking to the people that know what this game is. 900 empire size with 114 tech points is fucking insane. Like, all these stats here are nuts. I mean, you can't see it here, but the whole universe is mine. Let me go further back, because there's some... I have some screenshots from, like, early. Here, still, at 2,400. 60, this is not that good. It went really sicko mode here. You can see from 1 year to the next. In this, 2410, I go from 60k to 75k in like 10 years. Shit goes wild. Oh, dude, this I shouldn't show that. If you're new, if you want to play the game yourself, this was a crazy event. Like some fucking AI deity shows up, wants to kill all humanity, all the universe. And I'm like, what the hell? Don't do that, please. I don't know. In this one, like, my fleet power is like 17 million right now. I mean, I'm in like the last 5 years of the game, so shit gets crazy. But anyway, I just played like the boring human where I became like the emperor of the entire universe or whatever. Not that it matters, but anyway, I love that game though. If you're playing it, because of the... I still haven't installed the DLC because I didn't want to install the DLC on a playthrough that was already ongoing, but I'm gonna do another one. Anywho, we got Grant here. Escape ghost, cleanse, and video of the ghost. All right, we do have video cam this time, right? We can actually get videos because every single game so far we've not been taking videos because we don't get the video cam. And then it was EMF, right? I think EMF and video cam. Let's go. Boring human. That I understand. I literally, this is my like second playthrough. I think those type of strategy games, I wish I could stream them. Like Stellaris or like Crusader Kings, but those does not work. Strategy games are not for viewing, they're more for playing. Because the visual, interesting nature of the game is just numbers. Numbers everywhere. Like, it's like playing Warhammer 40k, probably. I don't know. Any Warhammer 40k heads in the chat? Sell it to me. Why would I ever want to get involved in that? Is it interesting? Strategy games are fun, but they're very different from horror games. Oh! Thought I saw orbs there. Ask CJ. I mean, CJ, I don't even know if CJ is very much into Warhammer 40k. I know he likes the figurines, but I mean, maybe he is. The lore is crazy. That's the sales pitch for the Emperor. I got like a video in my recommended that was like, the title was something like why the Emperor could never come back, and then it was like Warhammer 40k blah 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 blah, and I was like, all right, you're kind of intriguing me here because I don't know what any of the shit you just said means, but I'm not gonna watch the video. But you almost had me. You almost had me. I don't know what that means. I don't know who the Emperor is and why he can't come back, but does sound interesting. Dude, and then at the same time I watched like a 6-hour video on the history of EVE Online. I did watch it at like 3 times speed because it was very long. Also, there's a cup on the floor. We found the ghost, baby. Let's go. I don't know if anyone's seen that video. What is that channel? That's like a channel that makes those type of videos. That video is amazing. Oh, hey! All right then, hello there. Warhammer Fantasy is better. We got 4 EMF 4 here. What the cup? All right, did I turn on the breaker or was it somewhere else? So Warhammer 40k is like everything, right? It's like board games, Video games, because I got a sponsor for a Warhammer 40k game one time. Jana Ghost, thank you for the 5 gifty. I remember it was like a co-op game. Like, I think I played it with CJ and Psycho. All right. Anyway, we gotta grab this, and this stuff. Actually, I don't need salt yet, so we'll grab this instead. It's a setting. Yeah, it's like a universe. It's like, but it's not like Lord of the Rings, which is like originally a book and then turned into like movies. Like it's more, it was always, or did it start as something first? Like it started as a book and then became crazy, or I don't know. Kinda Ghost, thank you for the 5 more gifties. Thank you. Okay, so is it actually in this area? Because then we can kind of rule out orbs here. Oh. It didn't seemingly move the door, but I should also turn on the breaker. Sorry, I'm hiccuped. It started as tabletop. Oh, interesting. That is fascinating. Anyone play Frosthaven now that we're talking nerd anyway? Is that a good board game or whatever? I think it's becoming a computer game as well. Because I've heard that's pretty good. No? Okay. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's because I don't even really know what it is. It's like, it is like a board game? Yeah, Gloomhaven. I mean, it's the same thing, I think. I think it's from the same creators. That's what I heard, at least. Can you give me a sign? It's very difficult. But it's like a board game, right? It's like a single-player board game, which just sounds so fascinating. Yo, CJ, we summoned you by talking about Warhammer 40k. I was curious why, like, what the fuck it is. Like, how it came to be. Get summoned. Hello, CJ. Also, is your hangover doing fine, or I don't know. Oh, you don't see that chat. I forgot. But the decorations are still in the lobby, so I was making a joke that you guys were like hungover after the party, so you forgot to clean up and you were like sleeping in or something like that. It's an incredibly expensive and fun board game that's way too complicated. Okay, so it is mostly a board game then. That is okay. That's what I wanted to know. So where it started and where it's going. Oh lol, I wish. I have played Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 is very good. It was kind of too long, but like it was my fault for binging it. But it is on the long end of things. Oh shit. Board game. We play most Fridays. It's a social thing. Oh, hello. Get the video. Nice. Okay, we have this as protection. Baldur's Gate 3 third act, so much stuff. Yeah, it is long. I think the second act was actually the longest for me. Maybe? I just like cleared everything in every act. As much as I could, at least. Cleanse. Let's do that real quick. And also make it more active, potentially. Can you give me a sign? You have a video, right? We should check once again. Because we could rule out orbs. Did it just light a candle? Yeah, it did just light a candle. What the hell? Okay, no Onryo. You're tempted by Warhammer. Kill team is great intro. Only one. Oh. Gosh. Dude, I'm getting everything. I love that I'm barely paying attention and I'm still getting all the media. Only $1 to buy and you can even play it solo. Yeah, that's why I was looking into Gloomhaven. I mean, I'm mostly just trying to scout something because I'm with friends. I don't really play board games. I don't know. I know this is gonna piss people off. I'm kind of a, don't get mad. I'm kind of a board game hater. I kind of dislike almost every board game except things that are cooperative. I really like co-op board games. For example, like Pandemic, I've been really enjoying. I don't like competitive board games very much, if that makes sense. So that's why I was looking into like Gloomhaven or something like that. Apparently the Slay the Spire board game is really good as well. I mean, I don't mind like Uno or card games. It's just that board games, like competitive, because it takes so fucking long to get into like to explain rules of like a good board game. So I kind of like things that are longer than just one session. Oh god. But you can like explain the rules kind of once. I mean, most of those games do evolve over time. Like they do change rules as you do multiple sessions. But I like learning a whole board game for like a 2-hour long session, 2-3 hours. Like it's just, I'm sorry, man. Maybe I'm too TikTok brained, but that's too much for me. Also, it's hunting. Goodbye, crew. I'm about to die. It's fast. Is this twins? Do we have any fucking evidence? Oh, it's still fast upstairs as well. We could play the Phas board game. Phas board game? Phasmo board game? That's a thing? What the hell? When I never hear about this? At the recording? I don't think I got the... Yo, get absolutely farmed, bro! Oh, I didn't get the... But I did get the transmission. Goes, yo, Palpatine, thank you for the 5. Thank you! They announced it last week? I completely missed this, I have to be honest. It's stepped in the cell, right? No Wraith. We really need a fucking evidence. We should rule something out. Because I don't think it's gonna be orbs, for example. Let's once again check for orbs. I don't think... Okay. Alright, buddy. I don't think it's gonna be orbs. We're gonna get something else. This shit is not working. What the hell? We're gonna ditch orbs. Say bye-bye orbs. And then we're gonna get a new item. You actually thought you broke NDA, you got a heart attack? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Writing book. Alright, here we go. That's gotta be so much better. Not really, but alright. My sanity is fucking 0, bro. That's interesting. Dude, you guys are going into a bunch of variety now. We get a movie, we get a board game. Finally merch after years. You give me a sign. Hello, hello. All the plans. I mean, this writing book. Oh, man. Oh, it's faster. It's Moroi. Wait, this is Moroi speed, no? That kind of would make sense. Definitely not a Dio. I mean, it's fast, so let's rule out every ghost that it can be. Like, it really could only be Moroi or twins. Should be... It feels like Moroi is more... There's no way this is... There's no way that's twins, right? That's just way too fast. I would think so. Let's just do the actual, like, cool Moroi test ones. Because we haven't used sanity pills this whole time. Let's just use sanity pills during a hunt. We also have good smudge sticks, too, but... I'm just gonna grab both of these. It seems to have changed Ghost Room as well by now. This has gone from, like, using every evidence item to low-key no evidence challenge, but we're still getting it. What? Fucking dickhead! My piano strats, bro! Oh, dude, the piano hiding spot never fails. It's not supposed to fail, dude. All right, well, that goes to show that the piano hiding spot's not guaranteed safe. Hey, we got it, though. Never get it wrong, even when you die. Easy peasy. All right, last game, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for the... Was that a win? No, right? Because we had Moroi before, but we already got a win since then. Last spin of today. Will it be a shade? All right, shade. Let's also get some items, please. Give me thermo. I really want that thermo, baby. Psycho's here. Hello, Psycho. How you doing? Wait. Don't leave. Stay here. Stay in your chair. Video cam, and EMF. It's Psycho. Look who it is. It's Psycho. Dino mode. Oh shit. I didn't remember I bought two, but apparently I did because I have two. Maybe I bought one. Maybe I bought it like when you first announced it, and then I bought it again when you did the second thing because I forgot that I bought it the first time. I think that's what I did. Anyway, EMF. Now I got two Psychos, baby. That's how we do it. Let's go to Tanglewood. Let's go to Tanglewood here for the last game. One is going to be a cat toy, exactly. One that's going to get absolutely eaten. Let's go, the whole gang's here. Terrible trio in the chat, baby. Yeah, I don't really... I used to play quite a bit of community games. It's more of a... I'm not gonna blame you guys for not doing community games, but when I did community games, I just saw that people would watch the video that I made out of the community games less often than most other content. So I just assumed people don't really find it that interesting. So it is also much less organized. You know? So that's why I don't do it very often. I mean, there's some like mega hit videos with the community where it's like me going into public lobbies. That was... People like public lobbies more than they like viewer games, but it's much less. It's even more chaotic if you do public lobbies. Not letting me vote. That's because it's closed already, I think. Catherine Bishop. Catherine is back. Oh, baby. I already forgot what we spun. We got a EMF, and I don't see video cam on the wheel anymore, so EMF video cam, I think. There you go. Oh, it's sunrise. Look at that. Here we go. What do we get? Yeah, I mean, we did do relatively frequent community games at some point, but it's just that. Oh, hello, light switch. It's also, I mean, I like the leveling system and the prestige system, but the main very cool thing of playing like public lobbies was just the reactions of people seeing like a level, I don't know, 16,000 gamer join their lobby, and you really don't get that when you are like prestige level 10 or higher. Like, it doesn't have the same impact because the numbers aren't as ridiculous anymore. It turned on a light, didn't it? I'm just making sure. One of these. No. Oh. Okay, door touch? Don't tell me you're in the basement. Don't you dare. Also, we should check for EMF on that. Oh, what? Already gone? You get prestige. It's also that since custom, it's gone less, like, prestige, high prestige and high level doesn't mean necessarily a lot of game time. Which is fine. It just means like either that you played the game for a really long time or that you just like did some heavy grinding with this, with like difficulties that are really high. Oh. What? It don't have the breaker! Piece of crap. Will I ever play something again? I don't know. Yeah, I do miss the Lethal Company days, though. I was thinking about it. I mean, I think about it relatively frequently. It was actually, I think it might be one of the games we played that I'm like the most nostalgic for. Damn, it feels like it was long ago. It was like not even that long ago. It just feels like a completely different era. I was thinking of like doing a solo like lore playthrough again, because that was really fun at some point, but there's not gonna happen anytime soon, because have you seen the games coming out? Silent Hill, we have more No I'm Not a Human, Little Nightmares, it's fucking Halloween coming up, shit's gonna go wild. Yeah, it's such a shame that the devs stopped uploading as much, or stopped updating as much. Because that game was on fucking fire. It was like... Dude, imagine the repo team with like Lethal Company being the game instead of repo. Not tying the shit talk repo, but I just think Lethal Company being like the first of its kind, it had so much novelty to it. And repo, as much as it's a great game, is kind of overshadowed by what came before it. Similar to how, like, most ghost hunting games are kind of overshadowed by Phasmo's existence. Alright, buddy. Can you give me a sign? Are you even here? I don't fucking know. But yeah, Lethal Company, all high quota runs are some of the most legendary shit ever. Did you guys see that Brett and his crew did a fucking 20,000 quota with only eclipse moons? What the fuck? Actually, the most insane thing I think I've ever heard of all time, like in a video game. The skill level has gone crazy since we last played. Shit's wild, man. Eclipse only 20,000 quota. We got like barely 10. I don't think we got 10,000. We got like 9 point something. 9 point something with not Eclipse only, obviously. Crazy. Alright, so let's see. We have no orbs anywhere here, so I think I'm gonna leave the cam and move on to a different item. I think if I do this challenge again, I think one of the things I'm doing wrong, I mean, right now we're kind of just yapping about a bunch of other stuff than just like heavily focusing on Phasmo, but I should ditch items faster. Because like, I kind of stick to them too long to the point where a lot of the information we get is coming from outside of the evidence items, coming from the behavior. It should be more about the evidence items giving you the information rather than like being good at a no evidence run. Because that's not the point of this. The point of this is using the evidence items and using it to eliminate the evidences, you know? So we're gonna rule that out. And then we're gonna grab UV now. UV, and I'm gonna get some salt. Also, I have the inventory. I want this to find the ghost room. 14k quota. What was the highest quota we ever got? I honestly don't remember at all. I just remember making thumbnails with some high numbers, but I don't know what we actually got to. I think it was, I mean, it was really fun to like, the scaling of it was so good. Have a good night, CJ. Good night, good night. Like going from 5,000 quota to, we had 11,000 for sure. 10,000. Okay, so we did get over 10,000. Oh yeah, because when we got over 10,000, that was like kind of the end for us, because it was like we did what we came to do. Like our goal was 10,000 quota. So once we got that, we kind of felt like pretty satisfied with our accomplishments. And it also, the problem is also that once you get above 10,000 quota, things get a little long. It takes fucking just forever to do a run, you know? It takes like 12 plus hours to do a run. We still have this. Yeah, ship mom, dude. So good. Oh, we get UV, look at that! Well, 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 that's good. I was gonna say, imagine it's gonna be a mimic now, but we didn't get orbs, so that seems unlikely. But who knows? Alright, we have UV, so we're moving on. We're getting another one. Spin. Yeah, 10,000 quota, dude. I mean, you can see 20,000 quota is possible now, which I assume is like 2 or 3 quotas later, which is wild, because it felt like at that time the limits were being pushed crazy. I guess the strats have just changed so much since Artifice came out, because it just has so much more loot than all the other maps. What did I just get? Literally, writing book. And another cruiser. I mean, it was also hard to coordinate it because, like, bringing 5 people together for multiple sessions during a week was kind of hard. Plus, just playing the same game a bunch, you know. Oh, yo, hello. No Oni. That's not even possible. I can't use that. It's blinking over there. Should put this there or something. That one's there, and then I had a, No, JoJo was, like, extremely flexible when it came. JoJo is, I think, her sleep schedule is, or used to be at that time, kind of nutty. I don't want this, I just want the video. I don't want to look for orbs anymore. Okay, this could be a Goryo situation. Although, EMF 5 would be what you get there, which you don't get. Oh, shoot. You're alright. We got burnt crucifix. Okay, so it hunted at what sanity? Hey! Don't touch me. Oh, you touched me? Rude. Okay, well, probably just normal sanity then. Okay, so demon seems unlikely because it would have hunted earlier. Didn't we get a ghost photo already? We did not. It could be a phantom. This is a relative tough one. Okay, did we just get something? We didn't get writing yet. Let's get another writing book. And let's get this as well. Let's go, let's go. Bad touch. Please write in my book. Please write in the book. I need it. I need it very much. I guess we could also just do a hunt. Turn on some lights. Turn off the light. Or the breaker, by the way. Forgot about that. Not a gin. Yo, working overtime. What's up? Okay, we kind of want to move these now. We just want to get a hunt to get a little bit of a... Okay, then. Oh man. I wanted to get that. Not that it really matters. We could also just do that during a hunt, maybe. Because we have good strats now to actually get it without killing ourselves. Oh boy. I already got... Actually? Did I get... Nope, I did not get ghost event. Alright, we can... I mean, photos are gonna be totally fucked up, but... At least the rest can work. Yo, buddy! Yo, buddy. Get the photo of this. And then I can also do bone, which is gonna be... Oh, and that. And bone. Oh! Oh, shit! Well, hello. It's EMF 5. Okay, dude. Goryo incoming. I mean, we hadn't ruled out EMF5. We were still using that. It's gonna be Goryo after all this shit, of course. Wait, isn't that good? Or was that on the wheel last time? That was on the wheel last time, wasn't it? God damn it. Piece of crap. Where's the... Am I forget. It was on the wheel last time. Touching doors. I mean, we did get a win to get rid of it. It's not like we... Oh, shit. Here we go. Yup! Well... Stinky Goryo. Hey, at least come say hi. Hello, ghost. Stinky Goryo. Come loop with me. Loop with me. Is a damn disco in here? Oh shit! Get frozen. Let it go. Alright, I'm out of here. EMF5 at the end. Yeah, that is where, I mean, we didn't get dots for a while as well. But this challenge, Goryo dots is definitely one of the counters to it, because having a video cam and dots at the same time is going to be very rare here. Alright, well, there you go. Hey, we did get that win earlier. Plus, we tested out this new thing, so let me know if there's any changes we could do to this. Obviously, pay more attention in those last few runs. I just think the main problem with this challenge, for it being like a good guide, like it being useful to learn from, it's a fun challenge. I think it's a good challenge, but for it being like something that I can use to teach people, it kind of has a problem that the ghost room, finding the ghost room is kind of throwing a wrench into the evidence collection. So there should be, maybe like not, because I think I set it to high roaming. Yeah, maybe like no changing favorite rooms would already help a lot. Like we could lower the roaming, like low roaming, low favorite ghost room changing, and then you still have a good reward, and that would kind of make it much less annoying. So you have less, you can focus more on the evidence items and ruling that out, and just being faster at the rule out. But yeah, let me know that. If you're watching this over YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the lovely fellow gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/insym or click the link in the description down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye. We did it. All right. They're going to clean up the decorations probably tomorrow. I don't know, but we're going to be playing next week again. Thank you guys so much for chilling today. Hope you had a good time. Now, I can't link you the video that I'm going to upload today because it's under embargo, and I have to upload it at midnight. But if you're still awake at midnight, the video that I'm uploading is going live at midnight on the dot. It is the Silent Hill F video, unless you already watched the stream, of course, because I couldn't upload that until now because it's coming out tomorrow. We will be playing that tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish the game. We're going to continue from where this ends up. The video ends up that I'm going to be uploading. I could link you the video with Lewis if you didn't see that yet. If you didn't see us play with the devs, that was 2 days ago. I uploaded that. Go check that out. If you are watching over on YouTube, I appreciate you, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, YouTube.